person has exited the simulation. Difficulty level increased.
Oh, speaking of which, gotta open D&D Beyond. Beep boop.
Beep boop, blop, burp.
D&D. We gotta go to red carpet again. Opening Hollywood.
Universal.
Yep. That is not a lie.
There is one intro that I'm gonna miss on future projects, and that is the 20th Century Fox.
This chicken's not bad.
Specifically before Star Wars movies.
Right.
Man, remember when Star Wars wasn't bad?
I remember. You remember?
I remember.
Remember the Millennium Falcon?
I remember.
Oh, so speaking of which, did you know that Falcons have a lifespan of about 18 years? So every single Falcon alive is a millennial Falcon.
That's funny.
Would they be Gen Z?
So tragic, the loss of
Davner.
Falcon kind.
You think that's tragic? I'll show you tragic.
Davner's just dead.
Rip.
It's so strange.
Again, the rocks, man. They keep falling.
So every day at work, one of the admin ladies sends out basically dad jokes to help lighten the mood or whatever. And I need to actually start writing them down so I can make a character that has vicious mockery.
Thank you so much.
Or the hideous laughter one.
That's the one reason I didn't want to play a bard, because I'm not good at coming up with jokes on the spot.
Look at you
If
coming in
anybody
here.
Is an artist, I don't know if I can trust you. You're pretty sketchy.
Ah.
I see tragic.
First one of the day.
And AA Kron has been splattered by another mysterious rock. Oh dear.
Wait, I gotta get this.
I'll take the SA-58, please.
Oh no.
The Millennial Falcon.
Wait. There is an issue. I didn't hear that go off. Let me see.
Why did you make this blind?
Literally just because it's like 3:30 in the morning and you said it.
Fair enough.
I'm actually trying to figure out what that is.
The screams didn't happen.
Millennial?
He said it out loud.
Oh.
I thought it was supposed to scream.
I'm gonna
Oh, God.
Wait, I'll be right back.
Yeah, we got time.
Get them hangers.
I was like, hipster? I was trying to figure out what that first part was.
Well, when he
Millennial
first
at
said
work.
that, that's what I thought. Hipster Falcon, but no.
Well, it's really hard to, encapsulate the proper essence of a millennial. The other one I tossed around was actually putting in the date range that millennials were born.
Do we?
Nobody actually fully
I'm doing
understands because the date range for the end of millennial is kind of in the air still.
It's always been that way with all the generations.
Yeah.
The only thing that really defines the difference between baby boomers and the great generation is one of them fought in World War II and the other didn't.
Yeah.
They were the offspring of the ones that did.
One of them fought in World War II, one of them fought in Vietnam. There you go.
Yeah, I guess, you could say that too.
Because technically I'm on the verge of millennial / Gen Z, but...
How so? When were you
No,
born?
we're totally born we're totally a millennial, David.
Millennial?
Well,
100%.
Millennial is solid.
I was
at least 85 to 95.
Yeah, I was told 95, 96, and since I was born in 94, it's that
Oh shit!
No,
For some
it's
reason, I
90.
thought you
It's
were really
97,
close to the same
98.
age.
That's the.
Wait, 97, 98?
Shady cutoff.
That's what I was told. Yeah.
97,
If you-
98?
if you-
Holy
if you-
shit, I'm not a millennial. Yay.
Yeah,
Wait,
we're
what the hell?
we're
96, baby.
we are what is it?
86, 96.
86.
No,
Yeah.
I am a millennial then. 1987.
God, are we the oldest two here?
Well, blind
Are
is
we the only
30,
ones over 30?
I'm born in
Blind's
86. I said
35.
I
was gonna say,
misspoke. I
that
misspoke. I
can't
said
be right. You
yeah.
said 96.
Yeah.
And I
You said
swear
87. You said 87,
34.
88 spec, and then I
I
celebrated.
have no idea where
misspoke.
roll 20
No.
went.
I said 90.
Oh.
I said 97, 98.
97, 98 is
Yep.
a millennial.
Yeah.
That's the
I got
end of the.
so
That's
confused
the
there. I
end
was
of the
like,
Oh
millennials.
no, end of the millennials, but it's a decade, right?
Hold on.
It's
Yeah.
a
Okay,
decade.
so I'm still the third young.
So yeah, so then it'd be 87, 88 for the
Because
I don't know
inception.
where it
because I'm
went.
because my cousin Taylor was born in 97.
Mhm.
So I remember my cousin Drew talking shit about that. So that's the only reason why I remember that is
Fair
because she was born in 97. That's the only reason why I remember that.
So
Yeah,
I
pretty
understand there's not like a solid means of convention for breaking up generations because it seems like everybody has a different thing. But
Yeah,
since that's the case, I always go by if people really remember, like children of the time, if they really remember 2001 and 9/11, they're a millennial. If they don't, they're probably too young and they're a Gen Z. But that's just me.
I mean, I remember.
why-
9/11.
I don't like the idea of breaking up our birthdays. We already get defined by our birthdays so much already.
Well, that's a part of society. We do have to make some.
Are you talking
sort
about
of
astrology
boundary
and shit?
markers.
We really do live in a society.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, astrology, the year that we were born, you know, like the Chinese calendar, like
Oh yeah.
like
I don't really.
we're
go through
supposed to
whole
be
astrology
defined
stuff.
by our birthday, which is mind blowing.
hmm The only thing that defines us on our birthday is
Alert.
chronologically. That has been a full
Alert.
human agreed upon time period that you've existed.
Yeah.
But I would say
you've achieved a new
Alerts.
unit. Congratulations on your
Okay,
new
let's
unit.
try
How
this
many
again.
circles you've made in the void of space?
I'm
at
so
some
confused.
point, I would say there's a bit of a nature versus nurture, perhaps, argument on a societal level. For a group of people that were born in a certain time, you are going to be living through in your childhood.
Damn, nature, you scary.
Okay.
I
I thought that was gonna be a scare
in
alert.
general, there's a wide range food sources.
I only managed to
Look
scare
at the difference
myself.
between people that
Listen.
had to live mostly agrarian. That then
Okay, so
in
it
their
didn't
time
update.
Experienced the full.
You mean I did
bluster
all
of
that
the
work for it
Industrial
not to
Revolution.
update at all?
Yep.
Okay.
All
See,
I
those
know
two groups
is
of people
on my
have a lot in
birthday,
common.
we don't celebrate my birth. We celebrate that one time my mom dunked me like a basketball.
Uh-oh.
What blows my mind is
I
the
don't
fact
like
that
these rolling dice.
my grandmother our grandparents lived through so much change. And I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
they underwent the most change. Like, I mean, my grandparents were born in like what, the 1920s.
Yeah.
But
So
here's the
like,
crazy thought.
I would say we have gone through the most change, though.
I would say everybody, if you live long enough, is going to experience a very wide spread of change.
mhm.
If you don't, that means the human society, humans as a culture is slowing,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not necessarily a good thing. I don't think.
No, yeah. I would just say like our age range. I think
I mean, we
cumulatively,
got
our
to see
age
the
range-
miniaturization of cell phones, it's in real time. But
I mean,
they
we technically
also
got
got
to
to
see
see that.
Yeah.
Some of them, anyway. My grandma quite frequently talked about all the stuff that she had to do back from the early 1930s and Depression era.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
All right, millennials are 81 to 96. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I thought 80 was a cutoff, right?
That is quite. I feel like because that's
15 years sounds
that's 15 years. I don't
Mhm.
know.
But look,
I think
also,
it's. I think it technically would be like a generation of like parents born in millennials are now having Gen Z kids. So
Yeah, but you also have, I mean, some baby boomers, late baby boomers, and Gen X having Gen Z kids.
Well, yes, exactly. So there is that disparity of who is your progenitor. Is it actually the direct predecessor? Like, or well, it won't be the direct predecessor because you have
Are you
most
direct successor or not?
Yes, but like more often than not, it's actually not going to be a direct successor. Like,
Yeah, like my
millennials
mom's a baby
are
boomer and I'm a millennial.
Not
There
from
is
Gen. It's not Gen X's that
Right.
bore me. So there's that disparity there. I think really the big thing is, like you said, how much change in exposure, and I think that's what's skewing. We can't really properly classify generations now because I think our timeline from the 70s, 80s up until present has been the most exponential amount of change in our society, especially as far as civilization and technology goes. Because you think about it, like the 1980s, like we had those big old brick cell phones, like they were brand spanking new, and we had computers that you could actually afford to have in a house. Well,
Yeah.
if you were rich as fuck. And now you have those supercomputers that are basically access to all the information on the planet if you know how to look in your pocket.
I'm pretty sure the 3D printer next to has more processing power than what got us to the moon. So I mean,
It does. It's got way more RAM than what got us to the moon. That's for sure.
There is a highly unfortunate misconception with the control navigation module for the Apollo mission.
It wasn't
While
intensive.
yes, in raw compute power, it is severely underwhelming by today's standards.
But it was specialized.
It was extremely specialized.
Yes.
Command sequences could be interrupted and picked back up within a matter of moments.
Yeah, I mean,
well, it's also because back then they weren't programming in as
You look
wide a
great.
breadth of high-level language architecture.
Slowly
There was a
start
lot more
turning.
assembly and
They
lower-level communication.
programmed it by
yeah.
less overhead.
You look good.
They programmed it by like building
very
it that way.
handsome.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hardwired. A lot of
Well,
it
they have that.
hard-coded.
You look good.
I can't remember her name.
If you look at the
You're talking flash memory. It's utilizing flash memory, so it's
what?
You're talking about it's utilizing flash memory in terms of it's like hard-coded as opposed to using.
Oh, it probably wasn't flash memory in 19.
So actually, if you look up Smarter Every Day, they went with Linus Tech Tips and they visited the NASA museum in, was it Alabama? And they showed the memory module from one of the landers, and it's like a couple bytes, and it's this massive thing that's just hardwired to a certain code.
What was it called?
Something it's related, but it's off topic a little bit. You know where the term debug comes from?
Oh.
It is
Wake
a
up,
term
please,
from the ye days of old computing, where memory was literally a drum of it was electrostatic charge of some sort. It was held. It was almost like a capacitor, which is funny because that's how RAM works. But it was large enough where literal moths could fly in, and there was a lot of heat put off, and they would fry on the circuitry. So they had to go in and literally debug the memory.
Huh.
Oh yeah, that's totally it. Because it's all about positions of electrons.
Yeah, I mean, when you're dealing with RAM, it is just a series of capacitors arranged in a three-dimensional grid.
And moths.
A matrix, if you will.
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends if you're having DRAM or S. Yeah. So you could have capacitors, or you could have. Well, you can have capacitors, or you could have transistors.
Well, yeah, but if we're talking DDR exclusively, which is what I'm talking about here,
yeah, if you're talking, yeah,
because if you look at like L3, L2, L1, I think they are transistors.
Well, yeah, you're gonna a lot of like registered ECCs that you can find in servers too can be like that. Not all because they're expensive and they're slower, but you get that reliability in that it holds charge and doesn't have to be refreshed like you do with the capacitor.
Right.
This is all very complex talk for talking about Dance Dance Revolution.
God damn it.
Well, DDR is heavily relied upon in that game.
Yeah.
So, something that I wanted to touch on, because you were saying like we've gone through the most change in our time. I would argue that while yes, we've seen like I said, miniaturization, and there have been new technologies around the world. With the comparison of the cell phone, for instance, or even RAM, the concept, the actual RAM is really more compatible with this analogy. The base operation of it hasn't changed since its inception. The only thing that's changed is the amount of data sent at one time. Look at how much latency has changed. Very little.
Yeah.
Because the access is still the same. It's just how much data they're able to push during a cycle. So
I guess what
if you're
I'm talking
really
about,
wanting higher speed, something that's even better for like machine learning or AI, you're going to have to find something that has lower latency, like under 20 milliseconds.
Well, that's what quantum
Maybe
computing
10.
is supposed to theoretically solve, because now it also means that we can branch outside of binary. But quantum computing is still ways off from
we
being
can technically already
standardized.
do that.
Vanessa photo incoming.
Yeah, it does exist in
Yeah.
server levels. My thing was I wasn't even talking about technology explicitly. It was
Washing my dice did the
from
trick.
19.
I washed off your bad
100 to,
juju.
1960.
Rolled a 20 immediately.
Communication, transportation, the ability to get around the world.
Hi, Obi-Wan.
At an increasing rate, but
Ada,
in our
Ada.
lifetime, it has changed to the point where we find out real
I'm
time
gonna try to
events that are
stop and
transpiring.
I'm gonna stop the stream and start it again.
Okay.
I have to wonder if it's just, or if our advancement is a byproduct of our population boom. More minds to work on more problems.
Because we have so
I'm
much
curious.
population, we have to accommodate and make sure we're adjusting quickly.
No.
Modern
also,
problems require rageful solutions.
True.
I think because we lived for a long time in an era of excess. People were buying and dumping things like mad. Disposable.
Oh, that was plastics.
Disposability, plastics. We didn't know what we wrought. But I think going into the future, regardless of people's stance on whatever topics we're not going to touch on, I think efficiency is going to become a very big thing in the future.
Yeah,
being able to more effectively and efficiently manage the resources that we have access to. And once we figure out permanent fusion, that's going to be a huge game changer.
We'll look at additive manufacturing now, opposed to, milling something and subtracting what you don't need.
Yeah.
You now build only what you need.
Mm-hmm.
And with metal 3D printing around the corner, actually already being used, I believe.
It is for housing.
But
housing.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing houses and stuff like that. And
so incredible. It's incredible stuff.
Unveiling the new dice.
Origami type structures as nano delivery systems for medication and stuff and medicine. That's amazing too. Anyway, I'm going to start my stream up.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so Danessa, after you gave bad juju to my dice, you just gave him a bath, immediately rolled a nat 20. So I think I'm in their good graces again. So suck it, Danessa.
RNG, this has ruled you favorable once more.
Mm-hmm. Needed a wee little bath.
I think I'm somewhat good to go. And my internet isn't shitting out for whatever reason. It just started
Don't
dropping.
say. Oh wait, we'll see. I changed the way my network is set up, so it might work now.
I think it's because it's getting hot.
Yeah.
Oh, so people are running their ACs.
Mm.
No, I think I think the internet company tried to tell my mom it overheats.
blows my fucking mind.
I know. And just so everybody knows, that was sarcasm.
Oh.
Because the overheating thing, I know it's probably not even a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, servers can, but
I was gonna.
But yeah, I just don't think it's terminals or anything. Have anything? Is that a kimono you're wearing, Blind?
No, it is not.
It's a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Hawaiian shirt. Nice. Are we wearing Hawaiian shirts?
I don't have one.
I still don't have one.
If we're wearing Hawaiian shirts, I need to know.
T-shirt, like a skull
I'm
T-shirt.
just wearing a Under Armour. I mean, I'm kind of. I feel like the odd man out here.
Yeah, we can't leave Noob feeling out.
No, I can maybe find something crazy. I mean, I'm not saying your stuff is crazy.
I could wear my Pikachu hat.
Jack, never change.
All right, I'll get my Pikachu hat. Oh wait, no, where is it?
I honestly don't. Unless the outside connections are melting in the heat. That's also possible too. I don't know. But I got an official case for my draconic dice.
How the fuck am I gonna?
I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is.
That's okay. Well, none of us are changing.
Being lame.
Although I would love to join Blind, but I'm honestly really lazy.
All right. Now, how's this as a different shirt?
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah. It's a gamer move.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
You could definitely use some green herb there. That's for sure.
I don't know if any of y'all can tell, but my skull T-shirt that I'm wearing here.
Yeah.
If you look very closely and carefully,
butterflies.
They're cats.
I saw the middle piece. I was like, that looks like a cat.
It's kittens.
You know what?
I'm not wearing this for the
Tell
whole
me
session.
why the visual that came into my mind as Matt as the Punisher with like cats just draped all over him wearing that shirt just will forever. Yeah, that's legendary right there. That's a legendary image that I do not want to lose in my brain.
It's dissuasional armor. You don't want to shoot a random cat, so you can't shoot me.
It's true. And I just throw cats as like my weapons.
Yo, that's against the Geneva Convention.
You have two tied together that are your nunchucks.
Makes sense.
Weapons of mass destruction right there.
Okay,
I did not hit Harry. I'm sorry.
If everybody is up and streams are ready, do we want to get ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure everybody's stream was running before we started anything. I think Fox was still setting up hers.
I'm all done.
Awesome.
It took me a minute. I'm sorry. I have a ritual, and it's toxic that I have a ritual. I'm so sorry.
Nah, it's totally cool. I'm fine with it.
I just had a small thought.
Yes.
If you were to weaponize diet pills, they would become weapons of mass destruction.
Ass destruction.
And
there you go.
Ass mass destruction.
The old anal rodeo.
Oh dear.
Okay, on that note.
Yeah.
On that note. Last we left off, after a series of battles and fights, flying across and through the city, attempting to track down the mechanical dragon known as Cog. You made your way through the air, and after a night of getting slightly turned around, but getting back on track, you are able to settle down. You see a ship along a river. After a series of adventurous attempts to save people from cages as a ship burnt on the river itself, you made landfall to check on the people you saved. At the interaction that happened, Amara, you seem to rub at least one of them the wrong way. And he made an insinuation that he would take you as a slave. At that moment, Tunuk, you felt a rage course through your body. And your fist wails out and crashes into the skull of the one in front of you. He crumples to the ground. Not dead, just knocked down. An initiative began. As all around you heard, "What? Why did he do that? How, did he just knock out? What the hell?" And our battle has begun. As you, the Beacons, have decided to take on whatever these people are.
Rowan is gonna stand protectively. I don't have my echo anymore. I can't summon it. We're in initiative. But I'm gonna turn my head to Amara, who's right behind me. Stay behind me. And I'm just gonna get ready.
Okay. Ink Eyes, you're first.
All right. So the people in front of me are all pirates, right? They're all
Make a perception check.
all right. Sorry, my character sheet was not open. The one thing I forgot. All right, there we go. Perception. To roll? Yeah, it's a 16.
The 16, you look across at these individuals and you immediately start picking together and identifying those who, at the punch that Tunuk delivered, just knocking this mofo down, immediately all of them went for their weapons and swords and began to draw and move forward. You hear a series of gasps from the people who were either in cages or some very finely dressed individuals who were sort of being herded into a location and pulled together. A series of other or additional guards seem to pull up crossbows and are looking around as this seems to go down. You do identify, and all of the named ones are in fact the individuals who moved towards Tunuk at that strike.
Okay. Not going to do much this turn. I am going to take a step forward in front of Akron.
Okay.
And use my bonus action to activate Patient Defense.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit the guy in front of me twice.
Okay. You're gonna bonus that. You're gonna hit the guy, and then you're gonna use your bonus action to activate Patient Defense.
Yeah, so if he attacks me back, he gets disadvantage on his attack rolls.
Okay. And the guy directly in front of you, this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. With 16, you would see that he is not one of the individuals who. Yeah.
Well, who is?
Can you see the name tags? I thought I marked them.
No.
No.
Cannot.
I see my name.
Yeah, you see your
I
names.
see my name.
Is there a special?
I see Rowan's name.
So we can see each other's personal names, but
Not everybody else's.
Yeah, they
Let me pull up your
they
stream.
have them.
I don't know.
I will mark them and go ahead and just for your eyesight, the visual concept of these were the individuals who moved. So red is the ones that moved.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go for this guy instead. That was... Yeah, it's not a whole lot. So, I'll, still with patient defense up, I'll swing at him with my sickle.
Okay. And you're going for him.
2 swings.
Go ahead.
That's an 18 and a 12.
Uh, 18 hits, 12 does not.
Okay. So that's 7 slashing damage. And that will be my turn.
All right. You move up in front of him, and you see this one guy standing there, and he looks a little regal looking, nicer clothing, just watching these proceedings, and you just come out of the blue and just like whoosh, nail him straight in the face. How much was that damage?
It was only 7, and I was going for the red guy in front of me. I didn't want to attack the purple guy.
This guy here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
That's what I thought.
All right.
He is
So-
purple underneath all that red.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
All right.
This guy,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You wall off and you nail him. So, for 7 damage, and he like turns and he looks at you and he's like, "Cheeky bastard!"
Come at me then.
All right, and he's gonna turn and look at you. Tunuk, you are up.
All right. Well, I want this. The guy that I attacked, you said is prone.
He's knocked down currently. Yes,
Okay.
not
all right.
entirely prone, but he's like dropped to a knee and he's like
Okay.
looking up at you.
All right. I'm not gonna get. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead. Well, I get advantage at least. Obviously, I won't get an automatic crit because he's not.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll say, especially since Rowan is right next to you, you have advantage on this.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna attack him initially with just the 1 because I can select which of my attacks.
Sure.
Is the double swipe.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So first one. Again. First one was a 17. And yeah, 16, 17.
Okay. So go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay. And that is going to be 2d6. All right. So that is 8 plus 7. That's 15 damage.
You back up and you're looking down at this guy and you're just like so pissed off in the way he was talking to Amara that you just like slam your fist down and just nail him. And he drops, just crumples to the ground and
Alright.
hits just like and you just hear like fucking idiot from a couple of the people around, and they're all just sort of looking up and looking at you and then begin to like start moving forward again.
Okay. That guy
this
didn't say
guy-
anything though, right?
No,
He's-
once
he-
you punched him, he was down and out.
Okay, good. Just want to
So
make sure.
this
So
guy
which guy what?
is out. That guy.
Cool. All right. So then, after doing that, I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna actually come to this one here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna make the double attack on him.
Okay. Which one? Where? That one?
The one that's right in front of me. This guy.
All right. So you immediately move forward and you like run up onto this goblin man that's in front of you. He does sort of have like a bit of metal armor on him. Go ahead and make that attack.
All right. So that first one was a 21.
That does hit.
Okay, and the next one is a 24.
That also hits.
Okay. I'll put it up there anyways. All right, so first one. That is a 7 plus 7,
Okay.
14. And then the next one. Ooh. It's 14 plus 17. Excuse me. So that's 31 damage.
31 damage. Okay. You pull back and you move forward. You just like slam into this guy. As you do, yeah, as you do, like it just seems to slam down into him. And just, what the fuck was that, asshole? And he's just like, looks like a hit. What was the total damage there?
31 damage.
31.
14
Ouch.
plus 17.
All right, 14 plus 17. All right, is that all you're gonna do?
Yep. And that is all.
All right, Rowan, you are up.
Just to clarify, this gentleman here is out of the question. He's dead.
Oh,
He is down.
He's down.
Mm-hmm.
Is he conscious?
He is unconscious on the ground.
He's unconscious.
He's not in the fight. So
No, but I wanted to talk to him.
Oh.
then
Well,
leave him
he's-
alive.
you can...
Well, basically, I don't want to waste the action if he's not up. Well, no
He's
point.
unconscious. You can tell.
Okay. So, Rowan is just gonna shift, still staying in front of Amara. He's gonna summon his echo
Okay.
right here.
All right. So you can bonus action summon up your echo.
Correct.
All
Both of my
right.
swords are out, I'm assuming, correct?
I would say that you probably had a chance to have pulled them out by that point. Yes.
Igniting the flame of Mistra?
Okay. You're gonna go ahead. You're gonna.
Well, no.
use-
I'm clarifying. Would in this situation, recognizing before we left off, would Rowan?
No, you would not have ignited
Okay.
or pulled out your. Or you would have pulled them out, but you would not have activated them.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, that's fine.
We didn't
The
know we
echo-
were gonna be in a fight.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you got the light of Mr. out because that's what it is, but the flame
Yeah.
still needs them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's fine. I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to clarify. Okay. So Rowan is going to attack just with the flame of Mistra and the light of Mistra against this gentleman here.
Okay.
Trying to dispatch the closest people to him to protect Amara.
All right. So you're gonna attack him.
Yes, and I get advantage, right? With
Yes. Yes, you do.
First one is 12 plus. Why am I in my equip? 12 plus 13. So 25 to hit for the light of Mistra.
That does hit.
And then that's not the best one. That is 5 plus 10. That's 15 to hit with the blaze of Mistra. Does that hit?
That does not hit.
Damn. Okay, well. So 7 plus 6, so 13 slashing damage.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna roll for radiant, even though I don't know.
Okay.
6 radiant damage.
So you pull out and you slash across him. The radiant damage doesn't seem to have an effect on him as much as you would think it would.
Okay.
And then you cut across, and he's like, "Phew. The hell?" He's looking at you. It is. Is that all you're gonna do?
Is there yeah, that is all I'm going to do.
Okay.
For now, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. It is now Tunuk, this guy's turn, the one that's you attacked.
Okay.
He's looks up at you and this little goblin guy, and he's like, "You're big un, aren't you? I can take care of that myself." And he's going to pull back, and he is going to. Yeah, you see as like his arm extends out, and from like this metal coating or metal structure that's wrapped around his arm, parts of it begin to expand out and then form up onto a morning star in his hand. And he's just looking up at you. You see where it like glows with sort of a dark light. And he is going to make an attack against you.
Okay.
It makes his first attack against you. That is a 15 plus 15 plus 6.
Okay, so I am going to use my reaction to roll it. Oh, sorry, not a d6, a d8.
Mm-hmm.
And add 4 to my AC. So that is going to miss. My AC is now 24.
Okay. And he's gonna clinks off of your tail as it flashes around. He's gonna go ahead and make his second attack against you.
Okay, smack that away. And
Oh, does not hit. And he's just like, you fuck.
Take care of me.
So from there, he's going to just sort of hold in place, and you see as a second sort of shield seems to form up on his arm that expands out from another series of another sort of metal gauntlet that's there as well. And he's just sort of going to hold himself in front of you. Davner, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to use my movement and hold on right here. And then I'm going to go 20 feet
Okay.
this way. So
Go, Devner.
right there.
Go,
Okay.
Speedy
Go,
little
Gadget
guy.
Davner.
And then I'm going to launch an arrow at the guy that just attacked Koenig.
Are you running like this?
Naruto run.
Ignore
Yeah.
the run.
It's
He's
canon,
somehow
by the way.
making it work with the bow.
That's a 15 plus 14, so 29 to hit, right? Yeah, 29 to hit.
29 to hit. That
Funny
does
thing is,
hit.
I can literally see this as an anime in my head, and it's glorious.
Yeah, that's beautiful. This is a beautiful cinematic in my brain as well.
Throws down the vial, and it slowly turns, and as it's becoming the bow, he grabs and whips around with an arrow ready and just
Fucking badass.
5. 28 damage.
All right. You run off to the side. You pull out your arrow. Your bottle just flashing out, liquidating forward, and you just let go an arrow, and it just sinks directly into him. What was that damage?
28.
28. And he's just "Ah!" As he sort of looks out this goblin cry of pain as you've just nailed him with a bolt.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Seeing you do this, Davner, you see this little sort of medium-sized cat person turns and watches you go and follows your movement as you do. And he is just sort of snickers, and he immediately shoots forward. Rowan, he is going to make an attack on you.
Okay.
He's a catman.
Right. And since you are flanked, he gets advantage on that. Nope, neither of those hit though.
But I'm next to him.
That does not count.
Okay.
Let's see here. Nope, that's not who that was. Yeah. You see as Rowan, he runs towards you, and as he does, his arms spread out, and you see claws forming at the ends of each hand, and a sort of dark red glowing essence seems to grow from his arms, and he shoots forward and just begins to slashing into you. That first roll was a 6, 8, so that's an 18 to hit.
I thought it was a 4.
He has advantage on it, so he has a 6 and a 4. It was an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you see he slashes up at you. His damage. He's going to do that with the claws. Oh, yeah. It's 9 damage, just as you feel this powerful slam into your side, digs into you for a second, and then you feel a pulse of energy as rolling up his arm down into you and into the strike point that he laid. you see is like a black essence of energy just slams down and into your side. You take an additional 12 necrotic damage.
That's a big
as
yikes.
He like slams into you, and then he steps back and moves past you again and moves over to Davner.
He's in both our ranges if he's moving.
You go to make an attack against him as he moves, and for some reason his agility just drops down and you can't hit him.
I can't. My echo has an opportunity. My echo should have an
he-
opportunity attack.
He has a feature that allows him to not be the attacker.
Mobility.
Mobility.
Does not take attacks of opportunity.
You got it.
He as he like runs across and runs past you, Tunuk, he's going to make another attack on the back of you as he's just running past.
Okay.
And you see his like this glowing essence around his arm just slams again. And you are flanked because you have his. That's the wrong one.
I don't
So
know how
it
to
is
calculate that number.
Is a 24 to hit.
Wait, which?
Sorry, not 24. I don't know why I did 2 there. It was an 8 plus. It's an 8 plus 12.
8 plus 12.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So the first 4, and then you rolled a double to just repeat the 4. I'm trying to just interpolate.
No. I rolled a 20, and then I hit the D100 by accident, and then I hit the 20 again, and it rolled the 8.
Hi, Soji. I'm doing good.
No, yeah, because I looked at. I see
Good
the
to
4
see
at the
you.
first one, then it says 2d20 in the second one.
Yeah.
So I saw 4 and an 8, so that's why I was confused. I saw too many die.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 20.
Zero.
Yeah, so 20 runs up and hits, and he's just like slams into you again. This time you feel you see is like a different sort of energy flashes down his arm.
It's this guy, not this guy.
No, it's the guy behind you currently.
Yeah,
this guy.
this one. Mm-hmm.
And he is going to make a he's making a stunning strike against you.
Okay.
He's a monk man.
I need you to
Is every monk in this campaign?
Too many monks.
Too many monks!
Is everybody a monk?
I need you to make a con saving throw.
Okay.
Have I died? No.
That is a 24.
Oh, you succeed easily.
No, sorry. Constitution says no. It's even more than that, but yes.
Oh.
It's
Yeah,
28.
you succeeded easily, and he's just like, fuck, as he rolls past you. And then he is going to run over to you, Davner.
Does it do any damage to me?
He did, and I thought I rolled it out. It was only 9 damage.
Oh, okay. So, wait, what type of damage was it? Is it magic damage?
Yes,
No,
as
okay.
the energy of that seems to coat his claws just sort of rolls down and just slams into you.
Okay.
And then Davner, he's going to come up to you, and he's just going to stand there in front of you waiting with
So
his hands up.
I'm going to use my reaction for Skirmisher.
Okay.
If an enemy, so I can move half of 35, so 15 feet.
Okay. You do
And-
that as soon as you get into he gets into your range?
As soon as he ends his turn within 5 feet of me.
Okay.
So I'll move 15 feet over yonder and flip
Okay.
him off while I'm running away.
Okay. You see him like stop right in front of you with his claws out, the red energy glowing around him. He's like, I'm going to have you, little one. And you're just like, nope. Whoosh, and jumping out of the way. All right, that is Knuckles' turn. It is now Amara's turn.
Okay, so giving a potion to somebody, is that a bonus action or an action?
That's a bonus action.
Okay, I would like to dunk a healing potion in Rowan's throat since I'm like right behind him.
Just pour it on his
And,
head.
and
I just
be
imagine like Amara coming up, like grabbing the bottom
I
jaw and just
know.
like dumping it in.
like bottoms up. I need to find that in my inventory so I can roll it and you know what to heal for.
So you can heal for the initial damage, but you will not regain the damage from the necrotic attack.
I need a full rest for that.
Yeah. Okay.
God, necrotic energy is just coming back for Rowan in both
It's
campaigns.
some brutal
So
shit.
remove 1 and roll for Rowan's.
So
Okay.
15.
Yeah.
You're getting 15, which would
Really good.
cover up the claw damage only, but not the necrotic.
That helps.
So
Thank you.
yeah. So then I'd like to cast 2nd level blindness deafness on the Glaudouche right here.
Are you within range?
Yes,
you
30
are.
feet.
All right, so 2nd level, and he has to make a Constitution saving throw
Yes, of 16.
of 16. Okay. Here, I'll just do this. Oh, no, he fails.
Okay.
And he has the ability to fight that each turn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
At the end of each
You can-
turn.
At the end of his turn or each turn?
Of its turns. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
That works.
And
So,
I choose
go ahead.
blind.
He's going to be blind?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, is all you're going to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Mara, as you cast this out, you see it strike into this speedy little cat that had run across, and it's like for a second, and its eyes sort of black out into a darkness, and it's sort of just like trying to look around and see anything. Next person up, you see is this large, sort of hulking figure begins to move across the crowd.
That was smart move.
Those of
Big
you
brain.
who know this creature, it is a large bugbear who begins to like chant softly to himself. Where are you at? There you are. And he begins like chanting very, very softly, holding his staff up and moving forward, looking around at everything that's happening around him. What languages does everyone speak?
Okay.
I speak Abyssal,
I also
Infernal, Draconic, Elvish, and Common.
I speak
Draconic work.
Abyssal and Common, I think, and Undercommon.
Okay.
Where do I find this?
Be underneath tools and weapons and armor in the bottom left underneath your senses. On your character sheet.
Rowan speaks Draconic and Elvish as well as Common.
Abyssal, Common, Elvish, Infernal.
Okay. All right. Amara, you understand as he's muttering a short prayer, and it's, "Oh Lords, help me in my time of need. Blood sacrifice I shall give to thee." As a black energy flashes out, targeting. Let's see. One is true. Yeah. So I want Tunuk, Rowan, Ink Eyes, and he hasn't seen you do anything, Akron. So Amara. Ink Eyes, Rowan, and Tunuk. All of you make charisma saving throws.
Is this a spell?
It is.
Oh, golly. Can I counterspell?
At what level?
4th?
If you'd like to, yes. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reaction.
As this energy blasts out and starts shooting out towards everyone, Amara, you like shit, and you hit it with a counterspell that just sort of impacts it and shatters the energy. As his Bane spell is canceled.
Whew! It was
He's like,
Bane. That's
Cool.
really good.
Yeah,
Don't know what that is, but not today.
Would have been real bad. That's all
that
you
would
need
have
to
been
know.
that would have been really, really bad.
Amara, he turns and looks at you and goes, "You And you hear in the same sort of fiendish language, "You are going to die first." Yeah.
Probably.
Sort of walking hulkingly over toward, like moving his way towards you. He will have enough movement to move around and get to you.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
And he's just sort of hulking over you at this point.
Mhm.
He does have a bonus action.
Would he have passed us at any point?
He would have gone around the outside of you. He has enough movement for that.
Which way did he go? Is what
Yeah,
you're
because
saying,
he would have still passed Rowan's echo.
Mm-hmm.
If he moved this way and then this way,
Yeah, he would have passed.
He moved into range with you. He has not moved out of range with you. So Rowan's
he
echo
kited
does
around
not.
each way around.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. So
He's
it doesn't
still
get our
engaging
attack.
us.
He's still engaged.
It's like he was slingshotting around a planet.
Yes. That said, he's going to end his turn within distance of you and just sort of staring down and hulking down at you.
Mhm.
Amara, that said, then or sorry, not Amara, Akron, I can word.
Thank God.
Because words are good.
Words.
Akron, you hear a faint sort of whispering behind you as this cloaked figure just begins to shake and shudder behind you. You feel a pressure entering your mind as this creature that is in this cloaked form suddenly grows larger and larger for a few seconds and takes on this sort of ghastly ghostial form that makes you just feel uncomfortable inherently as he turns and looks at you. He has taken on his form of dread. And he's going to move forward and make an attack on you. Yes?
Okay. Does the form of dread have any special things? Like I have to do some sort of... What is the, like... That doesn't... Okay.
Probably instills fear.
You gotta dodge this next attack is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
they're gonna dodge or just die.
You see as his, like, he has this dark black axe in his hand, and he's just gonna slash down and make an attack on you. You roll. It is a 6 plus. It only has a he only has a +1. So yeah, it does not hit.
Who's the
It
dread
does
we
not.
talking about
Not
here?
by a long shot. It does not hit.
Yeah, it does not hit. He just slashes down at you, and you like dodge back. It's like this dark form it's just sort of taken up beside you. I do.
So,
yes.
So when I hop back and do my thing, I'm gonna say, "Fool."
He's like, he turns and looks at you, and he's going to fire these bolts of energy from his hand directly at you.
Okay.
As he casts his Eldritch Blast.
No.
Not the Eldritch Blast.
And he's just casting it straight out. It is 1, and he has 2 because he's yep. So it is a 12 and 18 plus 7 on each one. So 7, 8, 9, and then 19 and then 26. Okay. So damage is 7 and 2. As the damage just like poof, poof, strikes into you, and he's like, his ghostly form is just inherently watching you. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
That's cute. His name is
Double check what
Elzira.
my wisdom is.
Elzira's gonna die.
Okay.
love
Actually, let me
Tunix character.
do something real quick.
He's like, and I rage, and he's gonna die, and I'm gonna kill all the guys. Anyways, it's the best. I love it. I live for
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna use because I don't like this. I'm gonna use Favored by the Gods.
Okay.
All right.
What's it do?
It is roll 2d4 and add that to the total once per short rest. So I've ticked it off, and I'm gonna take my roll.
All right.
2d4, off we go. 7, so I get 18.
18. Hold on.
Yes.
18 18 does succeed. As like you feel you feel a just primal sense of fear begin to latch into your mind as these energy bolts slam into you, and you're like, re-roll that actually because you have it with disadvantage. You were still exhausted.
Oh shit!
Oh,
you are.
No.
Oh ball
That's not good.
sacks.
We left the exhausted wizard all by himself.
We forgot he was tired.
Interesting. Sorry, I think I just got spammed, and somebody's now putting in a bunch of emote naked girls or pasties. I'm not sure what those are, but this is actually quite terrifying. If y'all could start taking care of that, thank you, pests. Appreciate that very much. Sorry, I just got something happened. I don't know. Anyway, rolling for disadvantage.
Yep. Blind dead.
And we're back to D20 plus 2. God damn it. Well, there you go.
What's the number? It's 7, 8, 9 plus the 4. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, you do feel it as it begins to like lurch into your mind, gripping and pulling you. You are frightened until the end of my next turn or his next turn. And you feel as like this fear latches into your mind. And what that means is you will not be able to attack him, go forward towards him. You want to get away from him as fast as you possibly can.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that is his turn. Akron, you are up.
So I have to run away from him, but I can attack other people?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're just afraid of him because he's like this hulking, ghostly form that's over you. It's like...
So for fear, you must move your maximum distance away from him.
But you can move your maximum distance away from him and then make an attack on someone else.
Oh my.
I imagine he's dealing with the spam.
Yeah, he's dealing with that.
Yeah. I just got bot spammed.
Change it to followers only. Change it to followers only.
Yeah. Well, that's a thing. It's a follow bot, and then they start spamming.
Follow for 10 minutes a week.
Maybe. My mods are they're getting on the band wave. Sorry you had to take care of that. Thank you though. Apparently my game crashed.
For where?
Roll 20?
He's not on roll 20. He's back now.
There you go.
Oh my. What a night. Okay. Anyway, back to the way things need to be here. Okay. Okay. So if I move away from this guy right now, he's in distance to incur attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm terrified of him, so I don't care. I'm just going to try to get away from him and go yonder way. Let me.
As you move away from him, the axe that's in his hand just like and slashes down, and you're like, oh! And as you jump away, move as far as you can away from him.
Scared of a missed attack.
Oh shit! Oh my, this is goddamn insane.
Okay. And you've moved away. You still have you have the ability to make an attack on other people if you
On
want.
the others. Okay, so I would have been seeing this fight going on here.
Yes.
So I'm gonna target the big guy here. Did I take any damage during that? I just feared.
You did. You took damage. Yes.
Oh, I didn't hear how much
I
it was.
thought you
I'm
missed
sorry.
2
This
of them.
is very.
No,
shit.
No,
you
he hit
took
both times. He hit
yeah,
both
he hit both times. It's just it was a 7 and 8 and 9.
Oh yeah, that's right.
7,
yeah, the
8,
Elder Splash
and 9.
Yeah. So it was 9. It was 9 total.
Oh, 9. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought that was
9.
added up. Okay.
Yeah.
9.
9.
Okay, there we go. Got it. And for this dude right here, I'm going to hit him with a. We'll do a second level Scorching Ray on the big guy here. At least I say big guy, but
That guy. Okay.
yeah, that guy.
The
All right.
bugbear.
And
You see this like hulking bugbear that's standing over Amara and just like staring angrily down at her. Go ahead and make your Scorching Ray attacks.
I got hit by 100 bots. God damn.
Jesus. Who'd you piss off?
I have no idea. Ah, subscriber only mode. Yes.
Or that.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, just have to go to that.
Yeah.
If you're gonna spam me, please
You know
spam
what?
me.
Just so I can hear, because I'm gonna turn off my alert noises.
Oh, you
There we go.
have alert noises on. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, so now they're off, so I can't hear that stuff. Anyway, so okay, Scorching Ray. I took my damage. I need to roll for that. Did you say something else in between? I'm so sorry.
Make your attacks with Scorching Ray.
And at disadvantage.
No,
each
for your
ray?
attacks. No, yeah, you are exhausted, so disadvantage.
Double roll for
But
each.
he is flanked, so it's straight.
Okay, so okay, cool. I made a good choice. So straight roll. I'm just gonna roll. I was gonna do them all at once, but I don't know. I'll do them one at a time. Here we go. First one, a 17.
That hits.
Next one, a 27.
That also hits.
And last one, a 24.
Also hits.
All right.
Nice.
So
Nice.
let me get that damage here. I'll just go 2d6 for the first one. Okay, so 5, 11, 16 total.
16 total? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You see him menacing over Amara, and you're just like, shit, as you're like feeling the fear pour into your mind, and you just like flash your hand up as the 3 bolts of energy just materialize and boom, 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 slam into the back of this bugbear creature. As he like sort of turns and looks back at you. Is that what you're gonna do?
Let me check, cause yes, actually that will be all for now.
Okay.
Ooh, wait, I just noticed. Shit. Healing word is a bonus action.
Mhm.
It is.
Yeah, I'll give myself a wee heal, just the first level healing spell, and I'll tick that off.
Okay. All right.
Spells. And I have to hint that and that. What?
Everything okay? All right. You good to go?
Chuckling maniacally over there.
8. Nice.
Awesome.
Almost full health.
Nice. All right.
Now will be
So-
my turn.
As your turn ends, Rowan, you and you guys, this guy that you have been
Elliot,
slashing into you,
I've been beating the shit out of this guy.
he turns and he looks at you, and he's got like this rather nice hat on. And he reaches down and he pulls out this, like, reaches down for the handle of his sword, and he pulls it out. And as he pulls it out, you see an empty blade. And he turns and he looks and he goes, "That wasn't fun at all." As a black blade extends out from the hilt that he has pulled. You see as a darkened essence begins to sort of coalesce and grow, as a longsword begins to just emit a darkness. And as you see this blade growing, and Rowan, you would know this because of your usage with the Light of Mistra. On almost an exact opposite, you see as light begins to be eaten by the darkness this blade emits. It begins to seemingly draw in and consume it as a dark shade seems to completely encompass his form.
Does it infuse with my? Does it take away light from my sword?
Does not. Your sword's still there, but where it impacts within a 15-foot radius of him, it seems to just sort of nullify out. But behind him, the darkness is grown out.
You just hear Ink Eyes say, "That's rad."
As he is watching all of you, he decides to go, "You have all been rather rude." And he draws the sword out, and a flash of light happens. I need Ink Eyes, Amara, Rowan, and Tunuk to all go ahead and make charisma saving throws.
Do I get anything for having patient defense already active?
Nope, it's not a direct attack.
Okay.
17,
Charisma? Okay.
16 plus 1.
30, 20.
4.
Charisma saving throw?
Charisma saving throw.
Rowan got a 16.
Okay.
Just my luck.
Anything less than a 16 fails.
So, ink.
Mm-hmm.
Ink Eyes,
Oh, that's normal.
you have been baned
Wolves.
as the flash of energy just
1d4 off of all attack rolls, right?
1d4 off of all of your attack rolls. And he is going to activating his sword was a bonus action. He is sort of encased in a darkness, but he is going to stand there and just watching all of you. You see as another shield begins to sort of extend out from another series of interlocking lines that are wrapped around his arm.
And these guys are flavors? What the fuck?
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
Anime characters.
They have a particular set of skills.
Very particular set of skills.
I mean, I guess you have to be kind of strong to take slaves in D&D.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
At least if you want good stock.
Yeah.
That said, you see as finally this guy over here begins to run forward, and he just sort of positions himself in between the major portions of action that have been happening. And as he does, he raises sort of a symbol into the air, and it seems to coalesce around him. And you watch as all of his compatriots seem to react in a way that pulls a portion of themselves back together for a second, and then all just sort of turn and look around. You see as the gentleman in the rather nice hat and the cool sword goes, That took you long enough, Malin. We need to get these ones taken care of fast. He's just watching the area.
Got healed, I'm assuming. Probably.
Something happened.
They're all looking better now.
That's it. That is his turn. And finally, the final guy from the back is going to run forward. And he's going to attempt to assist Mongoria, or the one that you've been kicking the shit out of, Tonik.
Okay.
And he is going to run over and make an attack on you. He's like, I got you! I'll give you hands! Hold on! And as he does, he just like rolls forward. You see as like a staff in his hand, sort of a rod, is out, and he's running, and he's at you, Tunuk. He flashes up and flashes towards you as a beam of energy just shoots towards your being. I need you to make a hold on, I'm looking. I'm trying to figure out if it's what it is. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh my god. Eventually one of these is going to fail because I'm terrible at this. 16?
You fail. As a literal series of lights begin to wrap around your form and seem to wrap and tie up as if rope and rebar has begun to completely encompass you as you're hit with hold person.
Okay. So I can't move, or am I completely immobilized? Can't remember.
Oh, sorry. It's not a charisma saving throw. It's a wisdom saving throw. My apologies.
Oh, so do I get to re-roll it, or just re-fail it? Which one do you want me to do?
What was it?
Well, I would just reduce it by 1 to 15.
I'll go ahead and let you re-roll it.
Okay. 17 that time.
It meets it. So I will say that it's 17 with your roll or 17 after your roll.
So I rolled and I got a 17.
Oh, so you...
And that makes it a 17 as opposed to, because I re-rolled it. There's no plus with my wisdom, so it's just my straight roll. So I got a 17.
Okay, then you succeeded as the bars sort of wrap around your form, and you're like temporarily held in place, but you shatter it away very quickly. And he's like, shit, as he's walking back slightly. But that is his move. It is now Inka, is your turn.
Who healed them, by the way, God? Or who did whatever happened?
This guy did a thing, then everybody reacted. We don't know what he did.
Because I'm counting the turns, because Bane lasts for 10 turns. So that kind of puts a damper on what I wanted to do, so I think I'll just beat the shit out of this guy more. So I'm gonna make 2 attacks with my Shodel sword.
Okay.
So yeah, that's typical. 16 and a 12.
Mm-hmm. And -4 on each.
Yeah, so let me... Well,
so 12 and an 8.
Well, it's 1d4.
Yeah, it's a 1d4.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry, 1d4. It's not just -4.
Yeah, so let me roll 2d4.
And you're
so,
okay.
-1 to the 16 and -3 to the 12.
Neither of them hit.
Yep. I'll spend a key and flurry of blows.
Okay. Go ahead and make those attacks.
Let me spend my key. All right. So, 20 and a 23.
Both hit.
So, let me get my damage. Where's my... 19 damage.
19 damage. Okay.
And that will be my turn.
All right. You miss the first ones as they seem to just deflect off of portions of him, and as you're like slamming the like he's like you're trying to hit it, you pop back and you pull forward again. You go pop pop, and you nail him 2 good times, and he looks a little slightly disoriented for a second before his eyes come back and sort of staring the dark fire of anger at you.
Could I spend another key to make him roll for Stunning Strike?
If you want to.
I will go ahead and do that. Also, has it been... How many turns has it been? I thought it was 4. And this makes 5 my turn, or...
For what?
I'm counting from his turn. From his last turn, it's Bane, so it's like
it's 10 rounds.
Rounds, okay. So this
you have
this
1
isn't
minute.
coming off in this combat. Yeah.
1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
So spent a key, and where is my features
And
traits?
what's he's rolling for, or what's it?
He is rolling a con save of 16.
Okay. Ooh, natural 1.
He is stunned until my next turn.
Okay. Hold on, I need to look at something really quick. No, he does not. He does not. Okay. Yep. Go for it.
I pass.
All right. You pass the turn. It is up to Tunuk.
Alrighty then. This is the dude I've been attacking.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the one I'm going to continue attacking. But I'm going to attack him with the single swipe.
Okay.
That is a 13 plus 9, so 22.
22. Which one are you hitting? Sorry.
This dude,
That
Mace
one?
Boy, would, yeah.
Yeah, Mace Boy. Yeah, that hits.
Cool. All right. I'm just going to roll the damage on that.
All right.
I'm just doing the single right now. Okay, that is an 11 plus 7, 18 damage.
Okay. You pull back, and this one guy tried to do something to you, and you're like, fuck this. As you just, and in the most dramatic fashion, his nose crumples. Portions of his face seem to like push in with the impact of your fist, and he drops.
He's Bugs Bunny.
Oh, just,
His head explodes like a watermelon.
Oh man. Woof. All right. Well, I am gonna do something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I just know if this guy touches me, I'm gonna die.
I'll use my bonus action, so to speak, to look at this guy right here and just kind of smirk at him. And then I'm going to attack him, move to him and attack him instead. I know there's an opportunity attack, I imagine.
Okay.
He's like,
you do get he does get the opportunity attack as you move away. Does not hit.
All right, cool. Now I'm gonna match this guy with the double swipe.
Okay.
Fight.
So go ahead and make those attacks.
All right, so 14 plus 9, 23.
23.
The next one is a
Thank you.
9 plus 9, 18. Oh,
Vanessa, thank you for
Both.
letting me know.
Both hit.
cool. All right. Yeah,
I'm trying to decide what to do.
it's gonna roll 4 of these at once. All right, so we got
I'm so
2 sixes, a
anxious.
5, and a
I have
1,
15 health.
So let's put those 6s together.
If that bugbear touches me, I am dead.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, Tunuk's in the way now. For
13.
lightning.
Okay.
Fuck.
You slam into him, and he's like, as the 2 hits hit, you see as like the looks on his face
Or in its
as
direction.
with each impact of your fist, his face seems to contort. Once, twice, and with each impact, he seems to maintain some semblance of himself as he just turns and looks back up at you. What was the damage on that, by the way?
That would be 32 damage.
Okay. All right.
And that's all.
It's
That's
so
all?
anxious.
Yep. I even used the bonus action that time.
All
So
right.
anxious.
So, Rowan, it is your turn.
Okay. Rowan is gonna attack the gentleman in front of him still with the dapper hat.
Okay.
But bonus action this time, ignite the flame of Mistra.
There you go.
So I'm gonna ignite that. I used those 2 last time, not doing that. Juju. That is a 12 plus another 12 plus 13. Plus 13 is 25 for the light of Mistra.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. And 13 plus 10 for the blaze, so 23 to hit for the second attack.
Okay. So as you are slashing into him, you nail him with the first hit, and you watch as his form seems to momentarily go very shadowy. And as the second one goes in, it cuts, but it doesn't seem to want to take full purchase as you do.
Interesting. Okay. So I'll only roll damage for the light of Mistra?
Go ahead and roll for both.
Okay.
Here.
So 6 plus 6. So 12 slashing damage. I'm going to roll radiant damage.
Mhm.
3 radiant damage for the light of Mistra.
Okay.
So 12, 15 total for that. Then I'm going to go ahead and roll for the blaze, which is 7 plus 3, 10 slashing damage. And then I'm going to roll for the flame damage. Just 3 flame damage.
Okay. You see as like the first attack hits and the light didn't seem to really do anything to him the first time, and then the second one comes in and it seems to be blunted by this shadowy nature that he takes on.
Interesting. Okay. Rowan's Echo, on the other hand, is not done yet. I'm gonna move him up here.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Unleash Incarnation. And he's going to attack that gentleman there.
All right. Go ahead and make that one attack.
And I'm going to use the Light of Mistra for this attack.
Okay.
Nice yeet, bud. Okay, so that is 9 plus 13, so 9, so 22 damage. 22 to hit. 22 to hit. Sorry.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, and I'm gonna roll a d8. 2 plus 6, 8 slashing damage, and then I'm gonna roll for radiant because no, 6 radiant damage.
Okay, and much in the same as dealing damage to the other gentleman, the radiant doesn't seem to take as much impact on him as he turns and looks down at you.
Okay.
Do good.
Yeah. And then that ends Rowan's turn.
Oh, for a second I thought you. Oh, sorry, I thought I was muted. What the hell? I keep
You
doing
were,
this.
and then you unmuted
Yeah.
by accident.
Yeah, I thought I remuted myself.
And
I hit the wrong keys.
that guy is down. So Davner, you are up.
Okay, so the bugbear is pretty much towering over everyone, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to use my bonus action and load in a drow poison into one of my arrows and shoot that bugbear.
Shooting the bugbear.
Yo!
Okay. Make
Yo,
the attack.
let's go! Let's go!
That's a 17 plus a lot, 14.
What's
That
a lot?
hits.
Let's go,
He needs to
Daphne.
make a what is it? Con save?
Let's go, Davner.
Yeah, a DC 13 con save.
Okay. He does not succeed.
Oh!
Is it by more than 5? Okay, no. So he's just poisoned.
Yep, he's just poisoned. And go ahead and roll that damage.
Yep.
Oh.
23 damage.
23 damage. Okay. You pull back and you're watching all of this sort of tussling that's happening in front of you, and you slowly draw your arrow back with the poison inside, and you loose, and it just and you see the bugbear go as he takes like a silver arrow to the side of his neck, and sort of blood pouring out. You see as like the poison takes in. You said it was 23 damage, right?
Let me double check. Calculator. Yeah, I think so. 20. Yeah.
All right.
And then I'm gonna use my movement and move probably right there, I guess.
Okay. All right. So it is now that's all you're gonna do, right?
Yep.
All right. It's now Knuckles' turn. As he is currently blinded, he can't really see anything. He's like, I can't see. He does have advantage on perception rolls, so he's probably going to sniff the air and make a movement. He didn't smell anything. He's too busy being blind.
He smelled a fish turd in the river. And was like, ooh.
Well, let's see what we have here. 14. Okay. He is going to roll forward as fast as he can. Just like you see, is in a blind fury, he just starts running in a direction, trying to see what he can hit. He's going to get right up to here, and I think he's going to get right up to Rowan's double. Hear it, and try and make an attack on it with disadvantage. Oh, it's a straight roll because it's because you are technically flanked. So I'll just make it a straight. 19 plus 12. That does hit, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So as like he runs forward, and you hear just like a caterwaul as like the slashing of the claws happens, and he just like, and you see as your duplicate just fizzles in the air, and just like, did I get him? Because he can't see anything. So he's that was his attack. So we're gonna move your duplicate off to the side here. And that is going to be his turn. Amara, you are up.
Okay. So is this bugbear thing close enough for me to touch?
Definitely.
Great. Can I touch him?
Yes.
I'd like to cast.
Consent, please.
I know. I'm gonna cast the Empiric Touch.
Okay.
And that is 3d6 of necrotic damage, and then I heal for half of the necrotic damage.
Okay. Does it have to make a roll?
No.
Okay.
This is a sword fight. Consent is not a factor.
Right.
So make that you have to make an attack on though, right?
Do I?
I believe so.
Just click the thing and it'll roll for you. Yeah, there you go. 13.
I think that just counts the necrotic damage. So I just roll a d20, see what happens.
Yeah, it's you're making an attack.
Okay. All right. 18.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay. So he's gonna get hurt for the 13, and I'm gonna heal myself for 6. And okay. Let me add that before I do my next. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then I'm going to bonus action Misty Step 30 feet towards Davner, because... Alright. I'm going to move over here. That'll be it.
Okay. As you like slam your palm into this giant bugbear and draw his essence out of him, you just hear as like dark energy seems to flow up his head, and you see sort of blood vessels start popping in his eyes as he just drops and hits the ground. And then you poof out of the way.
Like our true vampire, just suck the life
Just
right out of him.
bite
and
him.
bam,
Gone.
forever.
And then gone.
Gone like a fart in the wind.
Hmm? Is that all you're gonna do?
Yes.
You are muted.
Amara? Is that all you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. That said, so next was his turn, so he is making a death save. Which y'all do not see, but anyway, as you like bamf away, he drops to the ground. The ghostly sort of apparition off to the side here moves forward, and just watching all of this go down. He raises his hand, and both Ink Eyes, you and Rowan see as like a ghostly apparition, like with a giant sort of visceral axe in its hand, watches and just raises its hand, and you see as two bolts of energy flash out and toward you both. So
That a spell?
it is. You are not close enough, though, I believe.
60 feet, right?
Yeah, this is 100% within 60 feet.
I
Yeah.
suppose.
Is it a spell attack or are we making saves?
It's a spell attack. What level are you going to cast that at?
I'm going to burn my last 4th level.
Okay. You see as like their flash of energy bamfs out and starts wheeling toward, and Amara's hand just sort of waves up into the air and impacts, sort of imposing itself between you two and the two bolts of energy that were flashing around at you. The creature, Amara, turns and looks over at you, this ghostly visage just giving you a look as you see dark red eyes staring at you. That is its turn. Akron, you are up.
All right. So, I'm still feared, correct?
Yes, you are.
How much
He's a
longer
full minute
until
too,
his
right?
next turn?
Oh, it's the end of his turn, so you're no longer feared. Sorry.
Okay, good. I didn't think so, but
Yeah. It was the
wanted
end
to
of
make sure.
it was the end of his turn, not your turn.
So, upon coming out of my artificial fear and my haze, I'm going to see this creature and be rather pissed that they tampered with my mind, because I've had that done before, and it's not nice. So, in this, I'm gonna move over here, next, like off to the side of this guy.
Okay.
And is he still? That's too far, I think. That distance between him and Rowan to be considered engaged, right?
Between who?
Between him and Rowan or any of the three, he's not. This is not being flanked for me.
That guy is the guy right here.
Yeah.
He's down.
Oh, he's down. Oh,
He's making
well,
death saves.
Oh, I miss.
I sucked out his soul.
Okay. Oh, well, let's see if I can also burn up his body. He's going to be in line with a 3rd level lightning bolt straight across.
Okay.
Just for clarity, this guy and this guy are down.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyone who has
I'm
a
gonna try
dark
to
shadow
finish this
around
guy
them.
off and then hit him as well.
Yeah, the down guy also has disadvantage on shit, but that doesn't matter.
It just makes it nicer.
Yep.
It's icing on the cake, we'll say.
Oh, there was something I missed.
Oh,
Rowan
actually,
should have
you know
had
what?
advantage on his attacks against the guy in front of us because he's stunned.
Actually, Rowan
Really?
would not have had advantage, because of the darkness that enveloped him.
I'm just saying that I missed that stun is usually
Yes.
supposed to give you an advantage.
Yes. I did not think about that myself, but yes, that is the case.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah. That is it's the nature of the weapon he's holding, so. But Akron, you're up.
He's
All
doing his
right, so
lightning
I'm gonna do, instead of a 3rd level, I'm actually gonna bump it up. I'm gonna do a 4th level lightning bolt.
All right,
Straight
fourth level,
across.
straight across.
Yep, from me that way. That should be just out of range of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Lightning bolt, and that's a Dex 16.
Okay. It fails.
Which so he doesn't the down guy doesn't get a Dex save, so that's this dude.
That's that dude. The other guy is already
Ha-ha!
down. He automatically fails 2 death saves.
So he did, or did he?
Yeah,
say
he
So,
just dies
the-
then.
So
You-
right as I am
You do not know, but
as I'm gathering my energy, I'm gonna just say across the battlefield, "Burn with me." Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Doctor Who lately.
apparently.
That was recent. Anyway, then yes, go ahead.
All right. So he fails. Go ahead and roll that damage as you see the lightning bolt shoot out from your hand. It like impacts the body that's on the ground and sort of draws it up and shoots forward and slams into the ghostly form that was across the way. So go ahead and roll that damage.
All right, here come 9d6 bitches. That's 37. And you know what? I'm gonna even take this a step farther. We're
God.
gonna try to hurt him as hard as I possibly can.
Okay.
I'm going to then use meta magic and re-roll. Let's see here, 1, 2. I'm gonna re-roll 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4, but I have to take whatever it is, so I don't want to downgrade myself too much in that event. Anyway, re-rolling 2 for a sorcery point.
Okay.
Okay, we got a bump up, so it is an additional 4, so that would be 41 points of damage.
Okay. You like flash the energy out, and you see as it just impacts this ghostly form, and it's and he just collapses and sort of recoalesces
Yep.
into a body
Yep.
onto the ground. And he's down.
Yes! Eat
Nice.
a dick!
Hmm.
That's what you get for messing with my mind. And you just see me
Alright.
over there like...
Over there
Alright.
going
It's
crazy.
very personally.
Yeah.
What about the dude that was in the way? Is he just dead now?
As far as you can tell, he got hit. That's all you can really know.
His body
Okay.
just went
He
like
got,
ragdoll,
he
like
got-
Skyrim ragdoll.
It's
Oh, yeah.
electricity, so he might get revived. Who knows?
Oh shit. We'll see. Anyway, proceed.
So, that said, yes. That said, it is now. Let's see. That was Akron's. It's Venley's turn. Having seen this happen, he is just going to. My mates, what are you doing? And he. He is going to cast. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to cast a sphere of energy from his form, flashing out. And I need everyone within a 60-foot radius of him to make a Constitution saving throw.
So everyone.
Can
So literally
I
everyone.
can I attempt
Everyone.
Can I attempt to cast counterspell at 3rd level?
You have already counterspelled.
You can only do it once per
Once per
reaction.
round
You only have
or
one reaction.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You said con save?
Yep.
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
I'm a pike. 17, 23 for Rowan.
Oh my god. I keep getting fucked on my saves. It's a 6.
19, 25. Okay.
Oh no.
It's 22 necrotic damage as this blast of energy just flashes off of his form. And all of you, including the people who are on the beach, take the impact of this energy.
Wait, including his allies or just the non
Just
four?
the non-allies.
Okay.
Good news. Still alive.
Wait,
Barely.
Yeah.
So those who save take half, correct?
Yes, so those who save take half.
What was the save?
16. Sorry, no,
Oh,
not
thank-
16. 18.
You said
Oh,
how much?
never
20?
mind.
22.
22. Okay.
Davner's out.
Oh, no, it is 16, not 18. 16, not
Oh,
18.
then Davner's not out.
Nice.
Davner's like drops and then it goes, pops right back up.
He does a quick push-up.
And with that, he is going to use his bonus. And he's like the energy in his eyes is pouring off his form. The black sword is just emitting like a dark radiance from it. Murders! And
Black sword guy is stunned.
he
Right?
disappears. He is no
Oh,
longer
he
stunned.
disappeared.
But it's not my turn.
Yes, it's like
Who-
he maybe
who
has
said
something that
murders?
shook that
Which one?
off.
Okay.
Who yelled murder? That guy?
That guy did. The guy that just attacked everyone and did a
The
fucking
slaver.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say flavor.
What's the distance on that? Yep, 60 feet. So he's going to disappear way over to here. Okay.
You don't
And
say.
it is now this guy's turn. And he's just going, Captain says get out! Time to get out! And they are all going to proceed to start trying to run. And he is also...
So this guy's dead. Where's this the?
Yeah, which one's dead over here?
Anyone who has darkness around them is going to...
Yeah, I mean I can
Is
tell
down.
this guy the
Can't tell.
owlbear is, but this guy I think is dead one. This guy is not dead.
Nope, he is not dead.
He used Misty Step though.
He used something as
Okay.
a
Well, he used an
energy
ability.
encompassing him flashes away, and he's no longer where he was. And that is his turn. And then finally, this guy's, oh fuck, and he's just gonna like turn and starts running in the opposite direction. And how far can he get? He can get that far. That's as far as he gets. And it's gonna pop back up to Ink Eyes' turn.
Ink Eyes, they're all like running away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ink Eyes is just gonna step forward and
It's 60 feet. I have to make sure I have to go distance wise. I have to zoom out. That doesn't go far. Oh, he disappears off the map.
I'm going there.
Yep.
With the guy that was in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Other guys, he's escapade.
yeah, Ink Eyes is just gonna step forward and flick the blood off his shoulder and sheath it and just say, "Yeah, that's right. You better fucking run." And that'll be the end of his turn. Because they're running away. He's not gonna come after them.
All right. Tanuk, you're up.
Okay. Well, I'm going to run up to this guy here. And I'm gonna fucking attack him anyways.
Which one?
This
Oh, that
dude.
one? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Alright, so first one is a 28. Second one is a 25. And I'm going to use all of them. And that one is going to be a 20.
All right, that
How many
definitely
hit?
hits. All
All
three
of them?
hit. All of them
Perfect.
hit.
Perfect. Okay. All right, so 6, 9. That's 13. So that's 20 plus 41 damage. It's 20 plus 21.
Okay. You see him just like running away, and he's like, and you're just on top of him, and just pounce on him, and then your tail comes up and and you do some significant damage to him.
Okay. That guy that's off the map, is he even visible even though he's off the map, or is he literally like he's gone, like you can't interact with him anymore?
You would have to make a perception check, and that would require an action to actually look.
Okay, because I was just gonna bonus action to Akron, kind of like nod towards the guy that was running away.
Yeah, you wouldn't know where he's at exactly.
That's okay. Oh yeah, it was general direction was all I was gonna do. So other than that, there's nothing else to do.
Yep. Rowan, you are up.
Rowan is going to summon his echo again.
All right.
Bringing him out.
Yep.
Thank you. And then as he sees them trying to run away, seeing how nasty this... Oh, wow, I can't... Why can't I... This guy is... Him and his echo are going to try to prevent him from trying to run away. And step right in front of him. And Rowan... I'm going to try to grapple him. Rowan himself is going to try to grapple him.
Okay.
He can't see, right? That's an advantage. That should be an advantage, right? You can't see him?
No, not for grappling.
Okay.
Blindness is only attacks and attacking him for advantage and disadvantage.
If you don't want to try and grapple him, you can take it back and do something else. But
is that okay?
It's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so I thought that grappling would give it an advantage, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack with the light and the blaze. I don't feel like those dice are gonna work today.
Unless he has something, you have advantage because he's blind.
16 plus 13, 29 to hit for the light of Mistra.
That hits.
And then for the blaze, a 19 plus 10, so 29 for the second to hit as well.
That also hits.
Okay. So 3 plus 6, 9 slashing damage for the light of Mistra, and then I'm gonna roll 8 radiant damage. That is cocked like a motherfucker. I rolled a 5 again, so 5 radiant damage for the light.
Okay.
Now for slashing damage for the blaze. Oof. 4 slashing damage, and then I'm gonna roll for the fire. That is 3. Wow, that's not too hot. So 3 fire damage from the blaze.
Okay. All right.
And then unleashing our incarnation.
Do you have another one?
I sure do.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and use it. I'm gonna use the Light of Mistra.
All right.
That is a 12 plus 13, so 25 to hit.
All right, that hits.
Okay. That is 6 plus 6, 12 slashing damage.
All right.
And then 4 radiant damage.
All right. You see this like blinded sort of tabaxi creature, and you just,
Wait.
you move over to it, and you just immediately start slashing into him.
Hang on, I do have advantage, right? Since he is
Yeah.
blind, can I re-roll for my Blaze of Mistra? Nope. They hit. Never mind. That's fine. We'll roll with it.
Okay.
I missed my opportunities to roll in that 20. I feel like I should have caught that right before I rolled it. So
I'm pretty sure you're wrecking this dude's shit.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So no need to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Since he's blind, I think Rowan himself is going to jump back 10 feet. Would that trigger a opportunity attack if you can't see me?
Nope, he can't see you, so you have the ability to move back if you don't want to stay in combat with him.
Okay. Actually, yeah. He's gonna jump away back to Amara. Actually, and then he's gonna kneel down right in front of Amara.
Okay.
And then that's it.
All right. It's the end of Rowan's turn. That one's dead. Davner, you are up.
Okay, so I can't see the captain running down the coastline, can I?
You can make a perception check, but it's going to require an action to do that.
That's fine, because I have 150 feet on this bow.
Okay.
That's it with advantage, because that's 17 plus things. 17 plus 10, so 27.
Okay. Looking like you look out and you're looking across the way, and you do see way in the distance the captain and his other guy, his sidekick, seem to be running down the actual riverbank itself in this direction.
So I'm gonna bonus action load my last drought poison into an arrow.
More wood. It
And
went from being just ashy.
You're not muted.
You're not muted.
Oh shit, I'm not. I have a fire outside my house. I'm so happy. It's not like a house fire. It just smells good. I'm sorry.
And I'll move right
God
up there.
damn it.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right. That's your turn.
Yep.
Do you tell your friends where they're at?
Yeah, while I'm yelling back, he's over there. And then as I'm throwing a poison vial into my arrowhead.
Okay. All right then. Those Davener's turn. Okay. It is now the blinded Tabaxi's turn, and he's just like, he's taken some hits. He's like, and he is going to feel his way and just run at his top speed away from everything. And you just see, because of the distance here, this is going to be hilarious. You see as this Tabaxi just sort of like clicks down onto both its hands and feet, and it just seems to move forward at like an intense speed. And Inca, as you would see, is like you see and sense the key being used, and he just disappears into the distance as he has roughly 355 feet of movement speed right now.
Jesus Christ.
LOL.
Inkas is just gonna yell, "Coward!" into the distance.
Oh no, triggers memories from yesterday.
But he does, is like he just bolts into the distance, moving along the same sort of general path as the captain, and he is gone. He literally has like an insane level of speed. It's insane.
He's a tabaxi monk. He's really, really fast.
He's a tabaxi monk with boots of haste.
Oh no.
We need to get some of those for ink eyes.
Running in the 90s.
But he just gone into the distance as you see, like you hear the sound of sonic rings as ding, 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 shoosh, gone. That said, that is going to be his turn because he's using his full action for that. It is back up to Amara. Your turn.
So, okay, just for my own edification, this dude, so dead.
Yes. Or
They're all downed.
downed as far as you're aware.
Right. Okay. I mean, should I try it? I'm just gonna yell out. Should I try it?
Rowan's gonna say, "Do it," as he's
Okay.
like holding onto his chest.
So I'm just gonna use my movement. I'm gonna to circumnavigate this. And then I'm just gonna cast lightning. Lightning.
I'm right here.
You're right where?
I'm in
Yeah.
between them. You will shoot me.
No,
No.
I'm
Those two are
casting
dead.
it over
They're
here.
dead.
This guy and this guy.
Oh, you're sending it here?
Yeah, I'm casting it 100 feet out.
Okay, I thought you were going across to try and
No.
get the
That's not
dead
gonna
So
guy.
you're gonna try to go in between
Yeah.
and hit them with the spread.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Okay.
hit them. So
She's trying to bet the spread right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm more towards kind of aiming like more veering over here.
Okay.
But not-
So you're gonna fire a lightning bolt at them as they're running away.
yeah.
Okay. What level are you casting that at?
That was a 3rd level.
So you walk up to the edge and mud and sand on your dress and boots, and you just see these guys running away and you're like pissed off and you're like, fuck. And you just gather energy into your palm and you fire it out at the 2 receding forms. And as the lightning bolt is just across the way, you see the man in the rather nice hat turn around and a hand flash across as your spell is countered.
He's got
Taste
counter
my
spell
own medicine.
And he just and just keeps running. Is that all you're gonna do?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay. Akron, you are the next person up.
Alrighty. So let's see. So from what I can tell, these 2 are downed. One dude's gone.
He's down.
He's down. The only guy that's engaged in anything is the one you're with.
Right.
Yes, I mean these guys are out here, but did you communicate their location?
Yeah, I would have yelled
Davner
to
did.
him.
Cool. So you know where they
So,
are.
yeah, you would be aware of those guys running away.
They're approximately in this general area.
A lot of shit talk for people that can have
over
Earth and
there,
Fireball
okay.
range.
So if I were to toss a fireball to there, would that actually hit them?
It could.
What's the range?
They have to make
Fireball?
saves, so
I mean, yeah, of course, but it's still half damage.
Yeah, it's damage is damage.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying.
What's the range on Fireball? 60?
Let me double check. I think it is though. A fireball, not cast.
You can hit him if it is 60.
Alakablam.
It's 150
Oh, there
with a
you go,
20-foot
just rough shit.
radius.
So you can hit all of them.
Is this
Probably not the
actually
Tabaxi
their-
though.
Is that
Oh,
actually
no, this
their
this guy
relative
this
distance
guy
to
is
each other,
almost
or
in
is
another
this
plane
just
right
a
now.
representation that they're going away from the map?
That guy there was not there. You can't see him at all.
Okay, so
He was way faster than everybody else.
Yes.
he
But
so
you
he's
can see
basically
these two.
gone.
Yeah.
He's like Supermaning around the planet right now.
This
Yeah.
guy's screen wrapped already. He's right here now.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's in the river
Asteroids.
that we
I will
Alright.
tell you exactly how much like distance that guy can cover as soon as we're done with this.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a series of things. I'm not gonna move from where I am. First thing I'm gonna do is I gotta do this so I can turn and move myself back. There we go. So I'm gonna yeet a fireball at the two cowards running away from their own mess
Mm-hmm.
because they hurt my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have that.
It's true.
Plus, I just had a bad instance where some people survived and I went to jail and fought in a fucking tournament. So, no fucking witnesses.
Except for the tabaxi.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that.
He didn't
We'll find
witness
out.
anything. He was blind.
That's true.
It's hilarious that this dude is running blind as fuck, just like oh.
He's going to smash into a tree and kill himself.
You'd be amazed what fear can do to a person. I should know. Anyway, I'm gonna do a 3rd level fireball over in yeet direction.
Okay.
Roll that beautiful fireball damage.
You see as like
I'm
Akron
gonna
raises
Kobe
his
it.
hand up and a little ball of
No.
energy just forms there, and just in this angry, I haven't been able to sleep in 2 days. I'm so exhausted. I just want to go back to sleep. Flicks this fireball and it just slowly falls. You see as it like begins to land right in front of the two people, a face look on their of surprise on their eyes as their eyes grow big, and you see as the younger one goes and a energy blast of blue light comes out of his hands and slams onto the fireball, pushing it into the ground as it is countered.
So, before I go on with my turns, I'm going to say, cowards! And then make my way over to Rowan here.
Mm-hmm.
Rowan, are you okay? And then I'm going to put my hands on him and do a 3rd level healing hands.
Okay. 3rd level healing hands.
Or cure wounds, sorry.
Cure wounds. Okay. So Rowan, you feel as like Akron walks over to you and places his hands on you, and you feel this energy flowing into you as your health is somewhat restored, though not the necrotic.
While he's
damage.
doing that, because he's technically doing the echo, but
Yeah, Rowan's
while
over
he's
here.
while he's doing that,
Wait, I can still
No,
make
no,
that, I think, because I'm
no,
here.
you can't. But I'm gonna add a little bit of flair to it. So as you do that, you kind of touch the echo. You kind of see the form turn more color.
Oh, you're going to do...
Rowan's going to teleport
Mhm.
in the same position that Rowan is on the other side of the beach.
That's brilliant.
Swap skis.
There you go.
So Rowan's
If
going to
that-
take
if
how
that
many?
plays well, I like that.
What's the healing?
Let me roll for the heal here. That is a 3d8 plus 4, so hopefully it's a good amount. 3d8 plus 4. Roll it. That's 24 health.
Oh, thank God. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good heal.
That's my last 3rd level.
Yeah, so just kind of imagine as you were healing him, his color, yeah, literally colors just coming into the echo.
I'll
And-
come to you.
Yeah.
Tyler,
Rowan,
Amazon next day.
Yeah, Prime, Amazon.
Same hour. Yeah.
All right.
So there you go.
Same hour shipping.
If that plays well, cool. If
That
not, I
was-
think I can make it over. Okay, cool. I like
So
that.
you
That's
heal
really
up. You heal up Rowan. These two guys are gonna continue off into the distance, running at their max distance away, leaving the one young guy with his sort of rod in his hand and staring up at you, Tanuk.
Before Tanuk, or before the next round, can I shout over to Tanuk, or is that too much?
I would say that's too much because you've already done kind of
That's
a
fair.
good bit.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for what I've done. I'll concede.
Tanuk, this guy is like looks up at you with this rod in his hand. He's like, and you see as like another blast of energy explodes from it and shoots and hits you directly into the chest. As he's going to attempt another hold person on you.
Okay.
It
That was wisdom, you
is. Yes, it is a wisdom save.
And 17.
Let's see here. Sorry, I'm looking at the. I'm trying to remember what it is. 17 just meets it. As the energy flashes into him, he's like, "Shit!" And he just turns and just runs at his top speed away from you.
Okay. Do I get...
You'll get an opportunity attack on him.
Okay. Can I actually try to grapple him? Like keep him in place?
I will say yes.
Okay.
We'll make it a strength check.
Okie dokie. It's 28. 19 plus 9.
Yeah, he rolled a 12. So he goes to run away, and you just go, and he sinks 2 feet into the sand as you just grapple him into place.
You're just holding him by the collar.
Yep, pretty much.
As he's like scrambling.
And yeah.
Well, then we are out of combat.
Well, if they're still within 150 feet, Davner's going to launch an arrow at the captain. An arrow that has drow poison on it.
Where you are, and they were going at their top one with another Misty Step. They would not be within distance of you now.
Okay, then can I use my bonus action to turn my bow into the ballista and make an attack?
A siege weapon attack? Oh man.
You can go ahead.
Please.
Actually gonna see a siege weapon.
That's a 16 plus 14, so 30.
And it's in a 4 foot. It's a it goes as a full thing. So which one are you aiming at?
The captain.
The captain? Okay. It definitely hits.
Okay. 2d6. That's 10 damage. Plus, he needs to make a con save. Unless that would be sneak attack too, because they weren't expecting to get a ballista.
I would say that it would be sneak attack damage. He rolled a 14. What's the con save?
13. So he's fine.
Okay.
11, 12, 14, 19, 22 damage.
22?
Yep.
Okay. If you were closer to see what was happening, you would see him like running. We need to get back. We'll get the help. And just like as he does, out of the distance, the silvery large arrow arcs through the air and down, and you just see as he gets nailed with the arrow, just piercing straight into him. Go ahead and add 2 more d6 on that.
He got Rick and Starked.
Is that the captain that he shot?
That is 8.
That is the captain he shot.
Was the captain the one with the edgy sword? Or
Yes.
Yes,
okay.
he had darkness and he used the grave or whatever, the circle of death.
If he dies, I'm taking that fucking sword.
What was the total damage on that?
It was 8 plus whatever I just said, which was like shit. It didn't save my calculator. Was it 22? I believe plus 8, so 30.
So 30
Okay.
damage.
You didn't kill him. you do see as like he is hit by the ballista shot and goes down. But he's like still up and moving. Like he gets hit, he goes down, but he's still like trying to move. Does the ballista have an area of effect hit?
No.
No. But you do see as the other guy goes down.
Oh.
Cool.
Because of the distance that you're hitting with and the size of the ballista hitting, that was the additional 2d6 that I was throwing out was a sort of
damage.
splash damage from it.
And guys is just gonna look over and say, "Good shot, kid."
Well, the captain's not going to be fucking with people for a while.
Yeah, the captain is still running, and he's like looking back, and he's got like a look in his eye, and he's like still running along and trying to get away. And you see, it's like once again he bamps away, further along as his final guy just drops. He's just like dead there. The rest of these guys are all dead, or out. Adamant, or the final guy next to Tunuk, is still there. Do you want to chase after the captain, or do you want to?
Nah, we'll just.
Are we still going in turn order? I'm confused. Are we out of initiative order?
We're out of initiative.
We're out of initiative now.
Okay.
I have 16 health. I'm not in the condition to chase anybody right now.
Yeah, I've got 10.
Yeah, I got 10 as well.
So the guy that's in front of Tonic, is he still there?
Yes.
I'm holding him.
Okay, Rowan's gonna
He is
see Tonic
restrained.
holding him. Rowan's gonna go up to him.
Yeah, and guys is gonna walk over to
The gentleman and hello, grab Rowan, and the Echo is going to come with on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Rowan is going to pull out his swords. Wow, okay, that's weird. Rowan's going to pull out his swords. Tunic, grab him by his shirt. And Rowan's going to pull out both of his swords and kind of hold it to the guy's neck like this.
Okay.
Who do you work for?
I work for the captain. I work for the captain. We were hired to travel people back up to the city. I'm so sorry.
For what?
They wanted to get the girl on the dragon board. They wanted to have her back. They wanted to have the dragon.
I'm gonna shake him and I'm gonna say, "Talk slower."
They hired us to get the dragon marked lady back to the city.
Dragon lady.
the dragon mark lady.
As slavers. We had all the people we could.
Listen to
I'm gonna
me.
shake him again.
Listen to me. I need you to understand. What does she look like?
He begins looking at you like, what? What? Who? What?
The dragon marked lady, the woman you just spoke of. Tell me now.
He starts describing a woman that you have seen before.
Okay.
The lady at the bar.
And guys is
Where
gonna
is she?
ask.
Where is she?
After that.
You ask that, and then you remember. Make an intelligence check, Rowan.
Was she the late? Okay. Okay, for Rowan. Okay. That's fair.
For Rowan.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, for
me,
Rowan.
I remember who it is, but for Rowan, yeah, that's fair. Oh, that's actually okay. So I rolled at 18. What is it?
Mhm.
History check?
It's just an intelligence check.
Oh, he
says this.
He's a 19. It's a 19.
He says this, and he starts describing a woman, and then you remember the burning of the ship and the fire, and then as people were trying to escape, you remember hearing someone say, "The dragon-marked woman turned into that," as they were running out.
It's Darla. Where are you taking them?
We're going back to the city.
What city?
They contracted us from the.
I'm gonna look to Tonic. Put him down. Like to kind of put him down.
Not yet.
I mean, you
What's
want
there-
me to let go?
No,
I'm not
no,
holding
don't
him
let
up.
him go. Don't let him go. Put him on the ground. Like
Oh, I'm not holding him up. I'm literally
Okay.
like, I have it by
He's-
his shoulder, and I'm like,
He's
You know,
on the ground.
Squad's ready. I'm
His
shaking
feet are
him.
4 inches into the ground because that's
Okay.
like Tunic.
Well, that's what I wanted was to put him
Yeah,
on his
yeah.
knees.
And
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
is gonna
I'll put him
walk
down
up.
on his knees. Yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah, Rowan,
Put him
well,
down on
Rowan,
his knees.
Rowan wants him on his knees.
Davner's gonna spin around in the ballista and be like,
You
And
see his like
guys-
Davner sort of swings his legs out, and the whole ballista turns, and Davner's like, whee! And turns around, and there's now a ballista pointed at all of you.
I was kind of surprised you're not taking pot shots at the captain. Still, just like
I was tempted.
And guys
What?
is gonna ask
What
the
city?
kid, was there a white-haired half-elf among your cargo?
That's who it was.
He said
We
there
literally
was
got
a chick.
Yeah,
It
it's
was-
it was the Darla.
she transformed.
I'm
into the thing
asking
that we
about
fought.
Jacob, not Darla.
The husband.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. He
Because-
A white-haired young half-elf. Was he among your cargo?
Make an intimidation check.
I'm gonna spend a key
With
to get
advantage?
advantage.
Oh yeah, you already have
Well,
advantage. You don't have to spend that key.
Yeah.
He's terrified. You're
Let's shake
good.
him a little again.
He's
I like shaking
pooping.
this man.
I would say, Rowan, by the way, with that intelligence check, you do realize that this is like a teenager.
All right, 18. Tell me, or I will knock your teeth out.
He immediately starts crying. Oh, don't! No, we couldn't find him. We couldn't find him.
You couldn't find him. Where were you looking?
He was in the cells. I don't know. The captain would know.
He's probably still in the portal, or he's gone. I'm gonna turn to Ink and say, still holding the swords to the kids' throats. Seeing how young he is, Rowan's is feeling a little bit torn.
Let him
Davner's
go.
gonna
but
yell
let him
up and be
go.
like-
hang on. Rowan's gonna look to Tunic, look down to the boy, get eye level to the boy. If I were to let you go, what would you do?
He just looks at you and goes, "You killed everybody I knew.
I'll kill you too if you don't answer my question.
I have to go home.
And
Our shift went down. That's where I was making money.
find another job.
Don't ever contact that captain again.
Rowan's going to move away the swords. He's going to look at Tunic, kind of like, I know. Put the
Make
sword
an intimidation check, by the way.
to the boy.
You to the boy with advantage.
Davner's gonna yell out and be like, Tunic, you can let him go if he tries to flee.
I got a natural 20.
Right.
He just like starts nodding his head, and he's like, okay, fine. I won't.
If I raid your slaver's workplace and I see you in there again, I will not second guess this. Go. Rowan's going to step away and let the boy run.
You see as his eyes get a strange look on his face, and almost a what? And he just shakes his head and he just runs.
Oh, Rowan's going to go, get it.
Kick his butt. Go, you.
Make an attack roll.
No. That was Sky. That was Sky talking.
Dies who has what
That
he
was
left.
Sky's voice.
I'm joking.
I was like, no, he'll die.
Rowan's going to turn to everyone. I know, but he's young. He's just trying to get by.
I wouldn't have
Frustrated.
wanted you to kill someone so young anyway. It's already a shame we had to murder the ones over there.
Honestly, I wasn't even gonna do it myself. I was gonna leave him to the newly liberated captives. Figured it was their call and all.
Speaking of which, hello. Thanks for cooperating in your rescue. Greatly appreciate that.
You do by this point notice the 40 or so other people who are on the beach.
Oh, so that represents between 3 and 5 people, each of those characters.
Oh,
Okay.
balls. Okay.
So there are people who are up in the trees who ran away from the combat that started. There were about 20 people that were being sort of herded into a little area right at the edge of the beach, which is where y'all encountered these individuals. But by this point, there would be people who are coming back out of the trees itself and sort of trickling their way back towards the beach itself and to their people or their saviors, so to speak, who are there, and they're just like they're very confused looking. They're not really sure what happened. Some of them still look like they're have smoke marks and sort of scorch marks on various like bits of clothing where the fire had gotten to them. You see a couple of burns, very sort of disheveled and beraggled people. Akron, make a perception check.
Could I also make a perception to see the most capable one to fight out of all the slaves?
Sure, you can make that, but this
Okay.
is for another reason.
Yeah, not the same reason that he's doing it. That's an 11.
I think he is busy. We'll get back to that later. As far as 11, you would you'll be able to like see some older sort of folk, a couple of sort of hardy women who probably look like they could handle a stave fairly well. Sort of a medium-aged gentleman. You do notice that near the crowd that was on the beach, there were a couple of guys who were carrying like crossbows.
Well, I have a spare short sword, and I was just gonna go up and give it to one of the slaves with a few rations.
Okay.
And just say, protect your fellow captives till you're back in civilization.
She looks at you, goes, "Oh, I wasn't one of the captives."
Well, protect them, whatever. I was giving it to an unarmed person, God, not the crossbow people.
Okay. The crossbow people are laying down on the ground. They are out with the 20 or so others that were right next to him when he went off with the black orb.
Ah, okay.
So, if you want... Go ahead, Doctor.
I was going to ask the same thing, I think.
You can go ahead and ask.
Like, what are you if you were captives?
No, this sort of hardier woman sort of walking up, and she's got like a standard set of traveling apparel and clothes, and she's like, well, we just contracted to travel up the river to the city, major city. They had people down in the lower docks, but I didn't know anything of it. We were just trying to get back to the city, and the whole thing went up in fire. And she has a sort of confused look on her face.
So you're transporting these slaves?
We weren't a part of the crew. We were just passengers.
Trying to hitch a ride. Right.
We weren't. I didn't. And she's just like shaking her head, and she's very confused. She's like, we weren't a part of anything. We're just trying to get up the city. And she looks a little shell-shocked. She's watched a couple people die. There's been a boat that went down in flames with her was originally on it. There are now, several people who are dead on the beach, and she's just sort of looking around at everything with just sort of a shell-shocked look on her face. But she has like the sword in her hand now, and she's trying to like pull herself together.
Amara is gonna look for one of the people that were in the cages, and
I gave her rations too, by the way, God. I gave her 3.
Okay. Just sit down and start eating.
And I'd like to ask one of the slaves, like, Is there anything special about you that of why they to take you and
You walk over and you see like a grouping of people who have like very obviously like they're a little bit more bedraggled in their clothing. They have like ash marks in the fire. And you just like you're asking this, and we were we were bought from the city. They bought us to move us out, so we didn't have to go to the trials or anything like that.
Hey guys, well, let him speak. So
Good. And it's an older let's say an older woman that you're speaking to.
hey guys
She has
is
sort of wispy hair.
gonna turn to Akron and say, "Did you know anything about this? You spent time in the jail."
I don't think he can hear us.
I'm
Is
sorry.
he-
I can. I've been hit with 3 waves tonight. Another one just happened. This is fucked. I'm gonna have to contact Twitch just to let them know I'm not trying to follow bot. I've had over 300 people follow tonight from bots.
God damn.
Ouch. Damn. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, it's all good.
Well,
My mods have taken care of a lot, but so I heard about I was in jail. What was the question pertaining to this? Pertaining to this.
do me a favor, Akron, and roll a perception check.
Okay.
Question was, do you know anything about this? You spent time in the jail in town.
With the we'll say person yeah, anyway.
While he's doing
I
that,
was gonna say human trafficking, but I guess person trafficking. Why did I roll 2? I didn't mean to do that.
It's fine. I'm gonna take the larger one there though, so it's okay.
Okay,
I just really
so
wanted to get I wanted to get like he's our you did too because you did it with disadvantage because you're so exhausted. But even
Went
with
down the
that, I
wrong
just want to make
pipe.
sure you weren't rolling a 1. You do look at a couple of these people and you like it takes you a second and you tilt your head and you squint your eye a little bit and you're like, you were in the jail with me when they were about to take me down. Like, and you think back, and some of these people were people that you saw being pulled out and streaming past when this gentleman was walking back and forth inside of the jail itself.
Okay.
So,
while they're doing that, Rowan's gonna go up to one of the down people to try to find an insignia, a common insignia within them.
which one?
All of them. He's gonna go. I want to check all of them. Also loot them as well.
Yeah, we should group the bodies together.
All right.
Put everything
Sweet.
together.
So,
And when it goes down the wrong
who
pipe, it
wants
goes down the
to
wrong
make
pipe.
the investigation checks?
I guess Rowan, because he's gonna do it.
Yeah,
I
Davner's
mean,
look
if
for
you-
that woman that he talked to
I mean, if you say
earlier.
anything, like you'll get help. So just say if you want assistance.
While Ink is questioning this woman, I'm gonna turn to Amara. I'm gonna look at the bodies to see if we can find an insignia amongst them. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll a 16 plus 1, so that's a 17 investigation.
Okay. Which one do you want to start with?
I'm gonna start with this guy here.
Okay.
And then kind of make my way up.
All right. You walk over to this guy and you immediately like you open up portions of his things. You see a pouch on his inside on his side and you like start pulling it out and you turn it out and there's a probably about 20 gold that falls out. You start moving through and you check his arm and you see that his arm actually has this very intricate contraption that retracts back into the arm itself, or into this metal plate, and then retracts out into a morning star. And you flip it over, and on the inside of it, there's a series of buckles. You just go click, 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 and it just sort of pops off. So you have an arm blade. And then you find his armor is like sort of a busted looking ring mail that he's wearing.
Okay.
Not a lot on him himself. You do notice that he has a small sort of tattoo on his arm. And you're just like, that's interesting. And it does appear to be like a sort of a jaunty sailor looking tattoo on his arm.
Okay.
Hmm?
Do you want me to roll another investigation for the other two?
You can, but I was going to take the standard one. I just wanted to know which way you're going, which person you're starting with.
Oh, so much better.
Now moving up to the big guy.
Okay, that guy?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You immediately like flip him over, and his staff clatters and sort of like falls, and he's like, and he's sort of laid out. He stinks, but in sort of a musky way, as he is a bugbear. His armor lets off this sort of like dark glow that even though he is dead or no longer awake, it appears that the armor is still active. And then his staff, it's this sort of gnarled staff that has the carving of a hand at the very end of it that seems to extend out a little ways. And looking through that, you do find that he does have a couple of items in his pouch. You take his pouch, you flip it out, you pour everything out, and there's about 300 gold in there, along with a series of
Holy balls.
of sort of a sheaf of papers that have been very tightly rolled up and wrapped around. And then you find a a medallion that he wears around his neck that is a insignia of one of the devils of the deep, of the 9 realms, sorry, or the 9 hells.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
You have a demon hunter in your party.
Amara's gonna walk up and just like watch.
Yeah, do I see the insignia?
Yeah, I would say that you it's very openly happening, unless Rowan wants to hide it.
Rowan's gonna just kind of imagine as he's pulling things out, he's like, oh, he's got a staff, and he's kind of like putting that aside, and he's got a medallion. And then Rowan's kind of piling up the gold on the side, kind of like open. I'll sort that out in just a moment.
Well, he was speaking Infernal. So.
Ink Eyes is gonna grab the medallion and try and suss out from what part of hell it's from.
Okay.
I think he was
If
seeing
that
it
can be
as
told
a-
from that insignia.
Make an intelligence check.
Could I do it with advantage because of my background? Or
Yeah, I'll give advantage on that.
I'm gonna look over my shoulder to Amara. Can you check out that armor? Maybe it could be of any use for me. I don't know. I don't want to touch it after the last time.
Right, yeah, when you were stuck in that stinking thing, absolutely.
that's a 16. God.
Okay. You actually recognize this as one of the lords of hell. Very specifically, it's dealing with oh god, I lost the name. Hold on, I have to look back at it really quick. It's not a huge deal. It is a symbol for one of the devils of hell, and it's very specifically sort of like a church emblem. So this would be someone who is a cleric of this particular devil.
This, whatever he is, bugbear, was worshipping one of the devils in hell, one of the overlords. And Ink Eyes is gonna get up and walk over to the river and think about tossing the medallion in the river.
Okay.
So if I'm looking at the art,
Yes.
if I want to kind of suss out what it is, I'd have to do identify all over again. But it's live, like it's still active.
It's still active. It's a magical item. You could pull it off of him and like do the identify spell on it, but it's going to take time.
Worried about touching it.
Yeah, that's my thing too. And then the mail, just to go back on the mail, the ring mail. That's a heavy armor, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's something to think about. And then I guess with that, let me see here. Let me pull up my calculator. I have 320 gold between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's see here.
Well, could I identify it if he's still wearing it?
Yeah, you could probably identify it if he's still wearing it.
I kind of want to see what
Okay.
the medallion does, so Ink Eyes will put it in the group with everything that's being identified.
Okay.
Before I disperse the money, I want to see if I can get probably a good number to disperse the money amongst all of us. I'm gonna move to the next guy while Amara's identifying the armor on that guy.
On the third guy, you find immediately a hand axe. It seems to be like sort of a larger sort of hand melee axe. That is interesting. It does sort of give off a sort of a faint faint strangeness to it. Looking at it, you pick it up and flip it over. It's like, oh, that's interesting. It's a hand axe. You reach for his pouch, and he does have 120 gold in it.
120 gold.
Mm-hmm. Checking his body, though, you do see the mark of another sort of symbol, but it's a tattoo on his chest, and it's the same symbol as the other cleric, or as the cleric had on his amulet.
Looks like they all worship that devil.
Hold on to that ink, that medallion.
We're gonna
Please.
see what it does. And if I don't like it, it's going in the river.
Rowan's gonna kind of stand up and hold the axe. Can anybody make use of this?
I mean, are you sure it's just an axe, Rowan?
I'll take it. I lost a short sword.
I mean, if I'm doing this, might as well just throw everything in a pile.
Okay. Rowan is going to take the axe over to Amara, put the axe next to the body, and then he's actually going to go and take the chainmail off the other guy just to see, and then bring it over.
Okay.
Place it in front of Amara as well.
As you as you pull the armor off of the bugbear guy.
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it.
Oh, you're gonna leave it on him then? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not touching it. I've learned my lesson. No
You're
touching.
piling everything on his chest, and you're
That's
just
exactly what I'm
identifying
doing.
his body.
Okay. It's not gonna do anything to you until you attune to it.
Oh, of course. So I can touch
Okay.
it.
Yes.
Okay,
You can take it off.
okay.
You can pull
Okay.
it off
Okay.
of him.
Okay, so Rowan's gonna take it off of him then, knowing
Yeah.
With that, Rowan is gonna take it off him. I'm done touching her.
Put on equipped armors and shit.
As fun as letting the paranoia flow on that one, you can pick it up and you can pull it off of him. It simply won't affect you until you have attuned to it.
Okay.
Unless it has a curse, in which case you have to put it on first.
Right.
That said, Amara, you're gonna sit down and start identifying everything?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Amara sits down, she starts identifying everything. And while she does this, all of you do see like people are still sort of milling back and forth, recovering from like the shock of seeing everything there. There's still sort of like a bunch of dead bodies just sort of around you.
Do I see the woman with the signet on?
Make a perception check.
While Daphne's doing that, Rowan is going to speak to the group.
Okay.
27.
If
Do you have your
wanna-
goggles on?
Yes.
Okay. There are like, probably 30 or so people who are sort of piling into an area and like standing there talking and trying to discuss and going like, what do we do? We have to get down to the actual. I was contracted to go. Well, they had me in a fucking cage. What? Yeah. And they're sort of off to the side, but you could easily walk up to them and sort of like take charge, start talking to them if you want to.
Well, that's what Rowan's going to do. I was going to let Davner kind of see if he can spot her.
Okay.
First before.
What was your make your perception check, Daphne?
It was 27.
That 27, and you have the goggles on, right?
Yep.
Okay. Need to look at something. Okay. You start looking around and you're trying to like pay attention and watching. And as you are watching, you see as they're standing sort of like in the middle of just your friends walking back and forth is a cloaked woman who seems to be walking up to some of the bodies and like bending down and picking something up and putting it to her pocket. Then moving on to the next one, she reaches down, she picks something up and grabs a bag and picks it up and throws it over her shoulders. And as she is moving back and forth, you do get a glimpse of a sort of a woman's face with a small tattoo on it, and sort of a glimpse at a ring signet on her hand.
So I'm gonna walk up to her and be like, kind of look around and like, so what was a performer such as yourself doing this far from Ravnica?
She immediately startles and jumps up and goes, "Wait, you can see me? Shit!" And she starts running in the opposite direction.
I'm gonna chase her and be like, wait, stop.
Okay.
Do we
Rowan's gonna start talking to the group.
What y'all see is suddenly Davner is like talking to the air and is now like running down the side of the beach.
Rowan's gonna start talking to the group.
Okay.
Excuse me. Everyone, can I have a moment? And kind of wait for everybody to kind of shift their focus.
An older man sort of like pulls himself up and starts walking. Yes, young man, what can I help you with? While that is happening, Davner, you see this woman, she's like running away from you on the edge of the beach, and you are like chasing after her. Those of you who are paying attention to Davner do see as like Davner appears to be just running down the beach, or down the edge of the river, chasing after something. But you do not see anything.
And guys is gonna yell, "Where you going, Davner?"
I'm gonna ignore them and be like, look, I just want to talk. Like, we're friendly.
Turn to Tunuk and just shrug.
You see is like Davner's like talking to someone in the she's like, "How the hell do you see me?"
I don't know. Just, can we talk?
Fine. What do you want?
What are you doing here? Why were you in the cage?
Because.
I'm not around the group anymore, am I?
You've probably, by this time, you've gotten far enough away that you're not close to anybody else. There are members of your group who are watching you as you seem to be talking to midair, but they are not actively on top of you, and they probably can't hear you.
Okay, and I'll be like, did the cult send you?
The cult? The cult?
And
Who are you?
Well, I'm no one. I'm trying to get information.
How do you know about the cult?
I'm from
Lord
Ravnica.
Rakdos? Her eyes go big for a second, and then shrewdly looking at you. What is it you want? I'm not going to share what I stole. That's mine.
I don't care about that. Why are you here?
Oh, gotta get out sometimes. Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion is a 15.
She looks at you and she goes, "Can a girl get out and see the multiverse?" Why? Why are you here? Obviously, you in the know of who I am.
I'm on business.
What kind of business?
Well, business to where I see somebody with that mark, I should probably talk to him.
Well, are you looking for more of a performance? Or are you looking to do somebody in?
Well, what are you here for? Because I was here. I figured you might need some help, considering you were in a cage.
Well, there's ways to get to play across the city, and it was free. I'm only ever in a cage that I want to be in.
Okay.
But how did you get here? I don't remember.
That's a long story.
Oh. She reaches down to her hand and she slips a sort of a ring around slightly, and for a second in your goggle vision there's a sort of solidification of what she looks like in front of you as you see a hood go back and a half-elf woman standing from you, middle-aged, sort of stooped a little bit. Well, my name is Mara. What can I do for you?
Well,
if you're a servant of Rakdos.
I figured might as well help you out since you're in a cage, but it seems like you got things handled here.
For the most part. Are you and your group here engaged in something?
You could say that. The details are not important.
Oh. I feel like details are always good. That'd be a great story to tell, and the Lord always loves stories.
You'll hear about it one day.
Oh.
But get back to town.
Who did you train under?
I was in a different side of the performance.
Interesting. Make a deception check.
Am I good at this? I don't think I'm good at this. Oh, I am. That's an 11.
her eye cocks and she looks at you and goes, "Ah, the other side of the performance. That might be of use to me. Where are you located? I could, in the event that I need to get a hold of you, I could possibly use your assistance in a few things, maybe."
I mean, you should know how to get a hold of us.
I believe so. I'll tell
I'm
you
gonna-
what. And she reaches her hand out and she goes, "My name is Mara. Performer extraordinaire, so to speak. What's your name?"
Dandelion. And I'm gonna reach my hand out.
She takes your hand and she nods. She goes, "Okay, Dandelion. I'll keep that in mind."
Toss a
Get back to
coin
city
to
safe.
your witcher.
And I'll head back to the
Oh,
group, kind of like,
witcher.
oh fuck.
Side note, she definitely heard me yell, "Where you going, Daphner?"
Fuck.
She definitely did.
Yeah.
And she you see as she nods slightly, and you turn and scurry away, as she watches you. The rest of you, Davner was standing there, and then all of a sudden there was another person standing there, and he was talking to them, and then he just turns and runs away. So that said, as Davner runs away, or Davner moseys back away from the individual who has suddenly appeared at the edge, Rowan, an older gentleman, walks up to you and goes, "Well, young man, what can I help you with?"
Well, first off, I want to say I'm sorry for the unfortunate circumstance that your boat in Rowan's going to gesture to the probably charred boat that's probably sinking at this point into the river.
Long sunk, but yes.
Yeah, for where it was.
Yeah.
There's no way for us to get you to where you guys need to go. Unfortunately,
Sorry.
we would like to take all of you, but we can't.
He
However,
turns and he looks at the boat that's still situated off of the edge of the river, and looks at it, and then looks back at you and looks around him at the people. He goes, "Yes, that's a small boat, I suppose. It would be hard to get it all in one shot. I understand. Yes."
how close is this city that you guys were all trying to go to? Do you know? And I'm going to turn to the hardy lady who is on the ferry, basically using this as a farrier.
Oh, we were, and the lady goes, well, we were several days out. We've been out of the yawning portal for a couple of days. We went... Yeah. It's only been a couple of days.
So it's a couple days to get to the city that you guys are wanting to go to.
It was several days to get the city that we wanted to get to. Yeah. But I don't really know. And the gentleman steps in and goes, "Miss, hold on. Young man, it's going to take us several days to get where we were going. The city of the Dragon's Reach and the Dragon Marked. We were hoping to get there by the next couple of days, but that seems like it's not going to happen. We will try and make our way there in time. If you wanted to go there, that would be useful. They could maybe send a larger boat back up to help us."
I'm gonna turn to the group. Did anybody else hear that? I'm assuming so.
Those
Inkaz
who
and
would have been
Tunok
paying
were sitting
attention.
by.
Yeah, they would have heard that.
I'm gonna look to them as like, hey, that's an idea.
We're still on a mission. We still need to go east.
Yeah, but we took on helping these people. We can't just leave them stranded.
Yeah, at least
We can give them the tools to defend themselves.
We can't, and I'm gonna point to the old man.
I'm not opposed to taking them. I'm just saying it'll.
No,
Take-
that's not what
take
Rowan's
a day.
saying. Rowan's saying is that we go to the city, let somebody know, and then have them send a boat to come pick them up.
Ah, okay.
How many? Can Tunok
Oh.
tell how many people look decrepit or like they wouldn't be able to hold their own in a
Make a
situation?
make a general medicine check.
Medicine check. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I could make that, and you could help me because I'm good at that.
Yeah, that works.
I'll
Alright.
I'll allow it.
So let me
And to kind of piggyback on that, can we kind of do like a triage?
See who would be better.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's kind of
that's the purpose.
I didn't mean to do 3. So medicine.
Or were you looking for a
with-
menage a trois?
Yeah, I didn't mean to do 3. It is
we'll-
18 though.
We'll take an
counting.
18. Looking at the with Inkaz with Sonok's help, you start looking through the people and sort of getting a general assessment. Most of the people are relatively in good shape. All of the people have some form of small, at least, burns, either on their clothing or somewhere on their skin. There are about 20 people who are dead next to the river itself, and then the individuals who you were fighting who are also dead. But of the people who are still up and going, most of them look like they're in decently hardy shape, and are not in a decrepit state.
None of them are like super roughed up besides the people that are dead.
Correct.
Yeah.
Are there okay? We can take the women and children and take the elderly first if we can, and then send a boat for the rest.
Sounds good to me.
Well, it'll be a couple of days to get to the city, and then you'll have to arrange the transport and come and have them come back at least. So that's gotta.
Would you guys much rather walk?
I gave one of them a few days of food, so if they needed to wait, they could.
Walking is not going to happen. But if we have people coming here, we can wait here. Maybe salvage some of our belongings. And he points over to the shipwreck. If anything survived, but we might be able to hold out here and fare for ourselves until a ship arrives. A couple of weeks at max, maybe. Just allowing for storm.
Weeks.
We can take y'all. We don't got the space.
Well, I understand that. That's a small boat. Flying boat. But weird. But say, I don't know. I don't know how direct your travel is, but it may take you a few days to get there, and you'll just send them back to pick us up. We'll be here for a while at least.
I think that's our only option, Tonic.
No, I don't quite, especially after the effort we went through. Don't think we should just leave them out here to die.
Exactly.
But we gotta take only some, and I think you have the right idea.
Rowan's gonna shout to the group. Those who want to stay for a day or two or more are willing to stay. Please
You gotta.
step to the side. Those who are in need of immediate transportation will take you to If able, we can try to take as many as we can to Dragon's Reach. Preferably the elderly and the women first, and children if there are any.
You see as a couple of people start talking back and forth. Yeah, well, this will be fine. Oh, yeah. One person does step forward initially and goes, "Oh, I would like to get back to my city. Thank you very much." And then a guy stands up, or an older gentleman stands up next to him, and he goes, "Yes, I would like to get back to the city now. I'd appreciate it. I personally am not made to stay in such rugged conditions. Yes, I would like to go back to the city now. Does your yacht have a stateroom I can stay in?"
You can sleep on the deck.
No, I need an intro.
Yeah, because it's close time.
Oh, yeah, it's 6:30. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
So while this discussion is happening,
Basically, we'll just be planning.
yeah, you'll be planning stuff up. So why don't we cut it for here, or cut it for now here? At least for Amara and Sky. If y'all want to pick up some planning and start working it from there, you can make some plans and sort of put everything together. And at the beginning of the next session, we can go, okay, this is what we're going to do with the people, and we'll send them on their way, or we'll do that and then go from there. How's that sound?
Okay. Yeah, sounds better.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought we were gonna take a. I thought you guys were going to take a.
No.
Oh.
No. We'll segue here because it's more difficult to work you out of the story while continuing the story than just
Sorry,
segue
guys.
here. No,
Plus,
you're good.
Akron
You're
is
fine.
You're fine.
Akron's dealing with his other stuff, so it's just like,
Yeah,
it'd be easier just to break it here and then come back.
I agree.
I do appreciate that. I have like 250 to 300 people to ban completely from my channel and contact Twitch now, so they don't think I follow botted.
They didn't infiltrate your Discord, did they?
Not that I'm aware. Nobody used the command. I'm gonna double check. I have some ins that I'm gonna speak with tomorrow.
Well, then definitely we will leave it here.
Okay.
So.
I know people.
Will you are you gonna send me the list of items just later?
I will send them. I will send them to you as soon as we get back. Or I'll just add them to your inventory, and then you can disperse them out.
Yeah, God, if you don't mind dispersing the gold, it's an odd number, so I don't want to give more.
Like 106 gold and like 60.
No, it's like 300. It's like 400 something gold.
A person?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
No, I thought it was like 640, and we get like 106.67. So like
we found like
6 silver and 7 copper.
We found like a total of 400 gold from all of them.
Why don't we make it a round even, because you haven't checked some of the other bodies yet, and just say 100 gold apiece.
Okay.
And we will pick up with maybe some other investigations on if there's the other bodies or anything like that at the beginning of the next session. But y'all should kick around in the Discord or talk to each other about what you want to plan to do with these guys, and we'll just streamline it next game.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thank you
Thanks,
guys so
God.
much.
Indeed.
You're welcome.
Thank you. We didn't die. Yay.
Bye.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Have a good one. Later.
Good night.
Bye.